So I will start.
I'm ready if you gentlemen are.
All right. So who would like to start our recap?
Yeah. Last session we started rowing towards Crab Island. And we met some freaky dudes, all kind of sitting there by the waterfalls until we got close, and then they started running towards us. And we did a thing and got past them.
Yes.
What was the thing?
The Silver String song.
Oh yeah, the Silver String song. Well, the Yelke? How'd I say that?
Onyalka?
Yeah,
That's the one. Yeah.
Your first
that's
major
right.
collab.
Right.
Ivanka? The so that scooshed them away from us, and then we rowed quickly to the island for all we were worth. Jumped off the boat, started making our way inland, and then as we were climbing up, the spear was there, and it was
very tempting,
calling to and me, along with the constant encouragement of all my companions.
Yep.
Who
Do
just
it.
who
Do
want to
it.
see nothing but good things for me. Will touched the spear after it basically lied to him and convinced them that it was benign.
That it was good.
Yeah, that it was good.
It tried to hollow your soul or something, right? That.
Yeah, it very much did. I narrowly made the saving throw.
Like getting it on the dot.
It's nice to feel inspired.
And then now the weapon has entered a condition of mutual respect.
You've got a strong soul. That true grit.
It's like
it's already weakened.
It's like you survived. Not a lot of people do that. We're cool.
Yeah. What else? Then I believe we had to
battle the burbs.
Burbs, yes. Birds and climbing crab legs.
Well, you attuning to the spear allowed the crab to get up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, and started marching towards Cork Bottle Island, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we freed the crab, and it started marching, and we're like, oh shit, it's time to go.
Where all those like weird people are surrounding the island, staring inward and chanting.
I guess they were calling to its god, and its god is coming. But yeah, by and large, we managed to somewhat avoid getting smushed by the crab claws, kind of. I think a couple of us got smushed, and we were also attacked by seagulls. But we managed to survive, and then we got to the top. Pretty okay, but needing a rest. We managed to take a short rest. So I think Will stood watch for us, right? And then somehow, magically, we managed to bring up the keg of gunpowder.
Mage hand.
Behind us, mage hand, yeah. The very, very strong mage hand.
Yeah, the empowered mage hand.
And
mage hand's been
we
working
jumped
out.
into the brain cavity. Yeah, no kidding. We jumped into the brain cavity, and here we are, ready to fight a brain.
Ready to fight a brain. All right, everybody, go ahead and give yourself inspiration. You're not going to need it, for sure. No, definitely not.
Yay!
All right.
What's the worst that could happen in a confined space?
This is like the "this is fine" meme.
Yeah, this is perfectly fine. What's the worst that could happen? All right, this fight has been modified a little bit from its original due to obvious reasons. But one thing we won't be swapping is the D4 of Doom. So this thing's been going towards the island while you've been climbing it and while you've been resting. It's been constantly moving. It's going to reach Cork Bottle Island in my traditional 1d4 rounds. You made pretty alright time. You did have one setback, not enough for me to like give you a penalty for it. But you didn't really do incredibly well enough to have cut time off your climbing a crab. It was an arduous process. However, you did stop and rest, so that's going to warrant a -1. So who would like to roll a d4 -1 for me?
Sure.
Sure, go for
I
it.
believe in you, Tolman.
I believe in
D4.
Tolman. Tolman got a 4 last time.
3's pretty good, honestly.
So 2.
2,
Could have been
yeah.
worse. Could have been a
Minus
1.
1.
Yeah. Can you imagine a 1? Get 0. No, it's already there.
That's how that works. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So 3 rounds. Alright, if you would be so kind as to roll your initiative, please. Then I will set the scene that you see, and we will continue on to our lovely way.
Let's do this.
You've got this. What's the worst that can happen? You guys always roll so well. William, I'm going to change yours to 21.
Tolman,
Important question. Did you give me Gift of Alacrity?
I sure did.
Okay, 1 second. Because this makes a big difference.
1d8. Yeah.
So I got 21.
Alright. I'm going to give you 1 higher. I'm going to give you 22 and William 21 just because it doesn't like to do tiebreakers. Or at least I haven't figured that stuff out yet.
Okay.
Yay.
Yeah, there's one thing that Roll20 does a little bit better. One of the few I'll begrudgingly give it.
Well, is there a way to do kind of the same thing where you can set like a small modifier like 0.1, 0.2 based on the dex modifier?
I'm sure there is, but I haven't gotten around to that quite yet. I was figuring that out. So,
Fair enough.
Oh, well, I don't know why it has placeholder. I clicked the wrong thing, apparently. Alright, so you jump down into this brain cavity after having just freshly rested on the top of this crab as it skitters along in a way that would look slow because of its sheer size, but it is eating the astral sea under it miles at a time. You land with a squash, with just a soft, moist squish, the flesh beneath your feet giving way under the weight of you and all of your gear. Everywhere you see wriggling walls, psychic lightning racing from nerve endings across fleshy surfaces before it gets lost into deeper parts of the crab. It's hot in here. Everyone is sweating, save for Tolman. I believe you have complete immunity to fire. But that doesn't save you from this the moist, coppery smell and the rotting flesh in the air, and that thundering heartbeat interposed with screeches of dying parasites. You're all smart enough not to open your mouths in here, and you're all the better for it. Immediately you can see parasite-ridden creatures cutting you off from going further into this cavity that you found yourselves in. The one to the north looks similar to the monks that you chased off with the song, though there is something about it. It is slightly bigger, more twisted, and pulsing under its thin membranous skin are those parasites, though these are covered in countless glowing blue runes. The Aether Wolves to the south look at you hungrily. Tolman, you're wise enough not to give them a chance to go first. Out of all your companions, you are the first to react. What is it you're going to do?
Well, Since I managed to recover a spell slot, I'm going to test something. I'm going to throw a fireball towards the 2 wolves in the brain down here and see if I can scoop them all up in that.
Absolutely.
So it looks something kind of like that.
Alright, well, it did not give me their dex, but I don't... What is your DC, like 16?
Should be. Why does it not show it to me right now? Oh yeah, DC 16 right there.
Excellent. Alright, well, every fucking one of them failed. Everyone.
Yeah.
So
they-
30 fire damage.
Yeah, for a total of 90. Fire explodes as chunks of flesh and parasite are burned. The air filled with, at first, a almost sweet aroma of cooking crab meat, just immediately replaced by burnt foulness, for this is a fire far deeper than any barbecue pit, as chunks are just ripped away under the force of your magic. Is there anything else you would like to do?
For now, no. I'm in a decent position-ish. About as far away as from everything as I can be. So I'm gonna stay where I'm at. Oh, scratch that. As a bonus action, I'm gonna go ahead and eat one of those flowers.
Alright. You pull out the still struggling flower as it's trying to bite you with its little toothy maw, and then with a sickening crunch, it is down your gullet. And you have another action.
Would that allow me to cast a cantrip?
It would allow you to not cast. I think it allows you to cast another level spell. Can somebody check that on me on haste? But yeah, you definitely get another.
I thought only.
Not.
It does not. Okay, it would. Then
How's
that
that?
would be.
I think only action surge gives you the ability to cast
Yes.
another level spell.
You can make one weapon attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object.
Yeah. Do you have an object you would like to use?
I didn't think about that one. Not particularly.
Have we set the keg down?
No, it's strapped to Will on his back.
All right.
Well, do you want me to take it? Because I have a terrible idea if you want me to take it.
If you want to object interaction pluck it off me, yeah, you can.
Do either one of you have the ability to throw fire?
Yes.
I'm going to take the keg. And I'm going to dash and jump towards the brain.
Ah.
All right, so you pick up.
Oh, I think.
You pick up the.
That's a wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is. So
Wait,
you
is that
pick
a
up the
wall or is that a
keg.
gap?
No, that's a wall. So you pick up the keg, and there's a couple of things.
Oh.
One, you're going to be carrying it, so it's gonna slow your movement speed down, much like grappling a person. And also, the entire area in here is difficult terrain for you.
Oh.
I also misunderstood. I thought the black space was like a gap to jump,
No.
not a wall. Well, in that case, I will hold off on that, and I will just shoot the wolf. Or actually, let me shoot that monk-looking guy at the top with my bow.
All right, you rip out your bow.
Because we
Take
did.
aim.
Because we said I couldn't cast a cantrip, right?
You can't. No.
Okay, then yeah, I'm definitely going to use my my bow that Tolman hasn't used in ages.
You pull it out. You dust it off. Well, your attack
And I miss.
is a natural 1. So you pull this bow back, not aged well in your backpack, especially with all the stuff you've gone through. It doesn't break, however. One of the arrows does go flying wide and slams into the fleshy wall, where it buries itself almost up to the feathers. The ground shakes. This creature is not happy about you introducing pain inside of it, that is for sure.
I appear to be a little rusty. I haven't used one of these in a while. And that'll be it for me.
Cool. At the end of your turn, the brain is going to take a legendary action to Psychic Pulse you for damaging it. So, you hear
Rude.
just this horrifically deep, unknowable screech that rocks the caverns. Your vision blurs and shakes from side to side. Let's see. The target and enemies of the Elder Brain. It's essentially an Elder Brain, at least this part is. Alright, so you're going to take 2d8 Psychic. You're not going to have a save, you're just going to take it. And then all of its enemies within 30 feet of it, which is going to be the parasites, because this is a 3-way fight, are also going to take 2d8 damage. Which for a total of 9. You take 9 Psychic. And then these puppies also take 9 Psychic.
All right.
My poor puppies are already looking really bad. And you stay sort of in that secluded corner. And then finally... Oh, I guess I should have actually put them in combat. William!
Howdy, 8.
Well, difficult terrain makes everything so much harder. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Shit, I can't get there. Alright. Well, I guess I can get there. So Will burn up one of his items, which is this scroll of Misty Step.
Why don't you eat the flower? Gives you haste.
Yeah, but eating the flower won't get me to the enemies. But
Isn't it-
the scroll of Misty Step will.
Oh, it doesn't double your movement, or it does, but
It
still doesn't
does,
get you there, rather.
but it's difficult terrain, so it still makes normal movement.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the only way I could get there would be to dash, and I'd get no attacks. I'm not
Well, I
sure
mean,
why
you still
Misty
have-
Step rolled an attack.
Misty
Nice.
Step's going to be putting in some work today, alright? Like...
Alright. So, Will.
Will.
Come on, why is it not auto measuring? How do I do that again? I don't know. 5, 10, 15, 20.
You can
30.
click on the ruler, click on your
Ah,
portrait, and then there you go.
and then 10, 20, and 30. And then I will attack this fellow with the Gravason, the Grieving Lord.
Nice.
Alright.
Oh.
Oh, great opener.
Why did it automatically roll damage? That's weird.
Oh, that's the new automation I was talking about.
Sweet.
Oh, okay. And then I will pump a smite into it.
Yep,
So
go for
let's
it.
pull up my sheet real quick. And abilities. Do I not have a smite? Ah, there it is. Divine Smite. Ooh, that was terrible. Alright, so that's first attack.
For a total of 18.
I rolled terrible damage too. Wait, yeah, so 2d8 fire plus. Okay, alright. And then attack again. Oh!
Hey, sticking with the theme.
Natural 1.
But we have to declare initiative or advantage before, right?
Yeah, usually.
With the inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's 2 attacks, And I used my bonus action, so that is it. Will is stuck there.
All right.
All right.
Everybody give me a just like a strength saving throw to stay on your feet as the crab begins to move.
Shit.
And just in case you don't know, this new combat thing, notice how there's like a ghostly version of Will back where he started. This keeps track of where you start just in case you want to like mess with your movement, I guess.
Is
Well, that's kind of cool.
Is the automation giving us like bless?
I don't think it's giving you bless.
Okay. So flash.
So
roll
yeah, let's see. Silver string, prone.
I have to remember that because that will impact my attacks as well.
William, you're standing. Silver string and Tolman are both prone, however. As the movement of the crab is as an earthquake beneath your feet. The crab itself feels normal. The parasites are having issues as well. Let me actually roll for them. All right. One of the puppies is prone. The others are not. Let me find the actual... I'm just going to give it this one. All right. Well, that leads us to the magic breaker with you standing before it, Will. This humanoid-looking angler creature looms over you, some like 7.5 feet tall. And its oversized, twistedly clawed hands are both webbed and covered in tiny little mouths. And as it wraps these mouths around you, it inflicts, well, preferably some damage. Your armor class is 19, correct?
Correct.
Alright, how many spell slots do you have?
Spell slots.
And their levels.
Oops, let me mark one off. I have 2 firsts and 1 second. The life of a half-caster.
So as this thing just wraps you in its oversized hands, the mouths begin to chew upon your, well, not your flesh, but your magic, your aura. You can feel it slipping from you, it being turned against you. It's a painful experience as just runes of radiant light that normally serve you now, crushing you from the inside out. You're going to take a number of damage. You're going to take some damage based on your current available spell slots, in addition to the damage it rolled. All right.
Or your shield just to get rid of spell slots.
Oh. I don't
all
have
right.
shield. Oh yes, I do.
Well,
Did it make an attack roll to attack me?
Yes, but you can't use shield because we're already well past that into the effects, and you did not know about this effect.
Oh, I thought it was like an area effect or something like that.
No, this
Okay.
is a single attack for sure. You're going to take 26 points of damage.
Jesus. All right.
So we need to kill that thing.
And then it's going to use its 2 other attacks. The first one misses. This one not as invasive as the other attacks. Just a claw that you managed to duck under. The second one, however, finds an opening, and you take 8 points of piercing damage as the claws pierce through your adamantine chain.
8 more?
So, of that damage, what was magical because of Stone Skin?
Well, the first one did pure force damage. Stone Skin's not gonna. That's gonna take a mark off of Stone Skin, and it's not gonna block any. The
Okay.
the 8 damage, however, is completely negated by Stone Skin. And you have 1 charge of stone skin remaining.
Oh, if the stone skin is on Will?
On you,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, okay. So get the 8 back, and anything else come back?
Just the 8 back, and you have 1 charge of it left.
Oh, okay. So the first attack was just magical damage. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was magic damage.
Sorry, I was waiting for a break to ask. I didn't want to interrupt what you were saying.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I actually... You know what? I will not, because I forgot. So... Next round! Silverstring. You watch as your companion is fighting tooth and nail with a monster not too far away from you. You can see the wolves to the south of you gearing up for some kind of charge or attack. You know from your early encounter with them that they can move quite fast.
Yeah, and they seem to be attacking us or the brain.
So far, the only thing that's done a lot of damage to them has been a fireball. They seem to be clocking you as the more immediate threat. At least for the moment.
Okay, that's fair. I'll get up. I'll move 1 space. Do I want to move there? Or do I... Actually, I'll just move there. Get a better sight line, I think. Yeah. And I will play my instrument. Hello, instrument of the Bardies. Okay, let's see if I can make this work. Oh, what the hell did that do? Oh, neat. Okay. To make a wall of fire.
Oh shit.
Nice. Very nice.
But it doesn't act like I have the spell. Can I just do a quick thingy and add the spell to my spell list to make it easier?
Sure.
Give me that time. Not animal friendship, as nice as that would be. Wall of fire. Imported. Okay. It's like this is definitely one of those things where it's like, okay, go big or go home. Don't consume the spell slot, but do place the measured. Oh, it's I wanted to do it as the whatchamacallit. Because it has 2 forms.
Oh, is
Yeah,
the
you can
wall?
make the dome or the wall.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it as the wall. I wanted to do it as
Oh.
the dome thingy.
You might have to Microsoft. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hmm?
You did want to do the dome thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Place measured template. Sorry, I'm being so annoying.
Well, the fireball is still there currently.
Yeah, I'm trying to delete that.
That's fine. It doesn't. Maybe I'll just draw it template wise. Because it says it's what, a 20-foot. Or a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter. If I go like. Oh, you're doing walls again, you weirdos. Okay. Well, that's not. So it would be like that, but I would place it. Eh. Would that hit the brain as well?
Yeah, that would. It's a circle, right, though? 20-foot wide circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, technically it's supposed to be like. How am I supposed to draw this?
Oh, here.
Drawing tools, draw ellipse.
There's
So
something.
like that.
Okay, this is technically radius, but you'll still be able
That
to...
is radius.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still going to be able to probably hit to 2 of them for sure.
Oh, thank you, whoever deleted that.
Yeah, because you can make it face outwards. So this is that's actually like I've got 10.7 feet like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, or the
It looks
Okay.
circular enough, right? Like it's fine.
yeah.
You'll
Cool.
definitely you can just leave it there. So if they pass through it, they got to do their thing. So you're gonna hit the brain and that puppy, and it's dex saves.
And that puppy.
Yeah.
Yes, for half damage. A creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or end its turn there.
Yeah, and if you have the damage going outwards, anything that's within 5 feet gets whacked by it.
Yeah, it's going outwards.
Smart. Good play, my man. Good play.
That's an attempt. Sorry it took so long.
Fire is the theme tonight. I like it.
Apparently.
Fire.
Bonus action, I'll also give Will Bardic.
I'm bardied.
Have some Bardic inspiration, my friend.
All right, flame erupts in the wake of just a moment ago fireball. Now a sphere of looming, lingering fire that just refuses to go away. Everywhere, the ground shakes. Echoes of unnaturally large roars, like two mountains sliding together, echo from the crab as its brain now inflamed with more than parasites. And everywhere, that psychic lightning arcs.
I'll burn those parasites away.
Oh, you'll burn more than that, I'm sure. Is there anything else you would like to do, Silverstring?
Nope, I've used everything and taken long enough.
At the end of your turn. At the end of your turn.
Did the Aether Puppy make the save?
Hold on, I'm still doing it. And yeah, I've done saves and applied damage.
I'm sorry.
At the end of your turn, you feel a psychic imminence kind of settle on your shoulders as before it erupts through your brain. I need you to make a... Let's see, what saving throw is this? An intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh, good. Okay. Intelligence.
Nice roll.
Nice.
And just for posterity. Okay.
Natural 20. This is a good one.
Woo.
Alright, so you're going to take 8 psychic damage. Make concentration checks if you would be so kind. And you will not
Okay.
suffer from the additional negative effects.
No assigned select. What? No selected or assigned. Now? Okay. There we go. Of course. Can I use my inspiration?
You got declared before.
Can't you use Bless?
Yeah, there's the bless, but it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, you would need to roll a 5 on a bless. Which is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Oh, I thought it was just half the damage.
No, half damage.
No, it's half the
minimum
damage or 10, whichever's higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for clarifying that.
And now we're going to move on to the Aether Puppy as it starts its turn in the fire, yelping and twisting. Going, how much damage did it do? Well, it fails. I think it was 21, right?
21.
All right. And as this dog stares at you as it is burned alive, not able to do anything, as it takes one step after another before just falling in an inferno of flames and hate.
Let's go.
All
Outstanding
right.
use of fire. You're gonna have to teach me that one day.
You just need to be a bard.
I don't even know how I'm doing this.
That looks terrifying.
Looks so ridiculous
Yeah.
on such a massive freaking token.
It makes me really uncomfortable.
Will, Silverstring, and
Oh.
Tolmond, please give me intelligence.
Hello.
Saving throws.
Oh,
Jesus.
golly.
Okay.
More.
I am going to use my inspiration on this because that's about the only way Will's going to make an in save. Okay.
You also have Bardic.
You do also have Bardic. That's an ability check.
You made a flat 18 roll.
But
Slash
yeah, you did.
roll 1d4. And I'm going to use that Bardic, even though I don't need it. Slash roll. Is it 1d8?
Yeah, it's 1d8.
Okay.
What, for more temp HP?
Yes. For because I need the temp HP.
Will needs the 10 of HP.
Oh.
Alright, and the rest of you?
Alright,
Did I have Bardic?
you get 10. No, you didn't.
Okay, good to know. I will also use my inspiration then if needed.
So will I think.
William
I
passes.
think I'll be okay with
I
a
think
20
it's
then.
Tolman passes.
I think it's alt.
I need a roll.
Yeah, I used my inspiration and didn't need it.
Everybody passes.
Well, I did.
How much temp HP did I get?
10.
Okay, plus 10.
Pretty sure. Let me double check.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure. Oops, sorry. Yeah, 10.
So you hear this thing just scream. Psychic power ripples through this cavity, just echoing off the chambers, creating this magnification of just sheer psychic power that threatens to overwhelm you. You all cling on to yourselves, using whatever you can to pass. Inspiration from your previous deeds running through you. You all take 11 psychic damage. However, you are not stunned for a minute.
And I'm assuming that's already halved.
Yeah, that's how much you take. You're not saving versus the psychic damage, you're saving versus the stunned.
Gotcha, okay.
I don't think I'm concentrating on anything anymore, right? Because I failed that one, but
You are not.
I like pressing buttons.
But you pass both
Absorb
of those.
elements does nothing versus psychic. Oh.
Unfortunately,
And then the concentration check. Ba-ba-ba-ba.
remember you're blessed for it if it matters.
I don't think it does. Slash roll 1d4. Okay. Yes, I took 11 damage and rolled a 14, so I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. You're very good.
The bless persists.
All right. And that is the brains action. As one of the Aether puppies, I'm not entirely sure you'll be able to see it, but I'm going to describe it as if you can. So what you don't see is this creature back away from the heat of the fire, and it begins to merge into the wriggling, parasite-ridden walls, disappearing entirely. A second passes.
Oh shit.
Then 2 seconds pass. Then it reappears right here, exiting out of the wall, freshly covered in parasites. Its wounds beginning to stitch closed as it moves closer towards you. Well, I gotta calculate movement. It's gonna get to here. Can I please get Constitution saving throws? As this thing rears back from the two people on the left, that would be Tolman and Silverstring. As this thing, much like the ones you'd fought on the beaches just a couple of days ago, rears back, its jaw dislocating as it breathes pure magical force over you. The entire time, its body flickering between real and transparent. Silverstring, you will take full damage. Tolman, you will take half. And as this aether force flows over you, I don't need a template, thank you. Jesus, did it roll wrong? Oh, okay, it rolled wrong. There we go. Alright, so this will be 16 force damage, 8 if you passed. And then finally, Tolmond. You're still hasted from the flower. You can feel its invigoration flowing through your veins. Everybody seems slow. So you can see an excruciating detail as your enemies die and your allies come under blows from these terrible creatures. I just kind of mouse over everyone. So, Tolman, what are you doing?
So I'm going to make a break towards Will to try and give him a hand. I know it's difficult terrain, so that's going to be... Hasted, your movement is doubled, correct?
No, you can spend your
Yes.
free action to dash. In this case.
Yeah, but your movement is doubled also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can move to there.
Yeah.
And then what I will do is I will cast Chill Touch on the character in front of Will.
Ooh.
15?
Oh, that hits.
Okay, it takes 9 necrotic damage, and it can't regain any health. Did that roll right? It did roll right. Okay, I just rolled really low. And then as my extra action, I'm gonna try and hit him with my bow as well.
Alright.
Nice.
Sadly, that does
Bless.
Oh,
not...
bless applies to attacks, right?
It does.
Yes.
Hey! You
Oh,
hit it.
15 again.
Bless came through.
Yes.
And then,
Bless.
so that also means I can use my sneak attack that I haven't
Yeah.
used like ever.
One
Hey,
extra
what do you know?
damage.
Hey,
Nice.
it all counts.
So
It all
6
counts.
damage. So 9 necrotic and 6 piercing damage. So 15 total damage.
I'm the DM and I forgot this motherfucker had sneak attack.
Yeah.
It's like, wait
Well,
a
the only
second.
time I used it was the very first boss fight.
Like the first couple until you got wizard levels essentially. So yeah, like that dusty ass bow is putting in a little bit work. You do notice as your hand grips onto the magic breaker, those rune crafted parasitical worms pulse sharply, just disrupting most of the attack. You do not do as much damage as you think you do, and you're pretty sure just from looking at it, it has nothing to do with the fact of the damage you dealt. It has all to do with the fact it came from a spell.
That's about what I figured.
All right.
Okay. That's all I got.
At the end of your turn, the brain, as a legendary action, reaches out with its thoughts. can you give me a intelligence saving throw, Silver String? As a single sliver of pure psychic malice begins to worm its way into your head, distracting you.
You use your advantage?
Yes, I have.
Damn.
I am. I think I might be the first one incapacitated.
So this is you only take 7 psychic damage, but you do have 1d4 subtracted from your next saving throw. As you are,
okay.
as you are mind slivered.
Mind slivered.
It can cast spells.
Oh golly, that's
Oh.
setting up for something bad.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Oh. Temporary relief, immediately followed by sheer terror.
Yeah, exactly. 7 damage. That's not so bad. Oh god.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so with his bonus action, will gobble up the flower. Flower 1 for Will. Okay. And then I will be hasted, which I think there is a nifty little thing for. There it is. All right. And then attack this beastie.
Yep, flower's still crunching in your mouth.
Gravason.
That hits.
Jeez, I am rolling terrible for my damage.
Alright, that attack definitely hits as you draw a line of burning fire across this creature. Parasites begin to spill from the wounds before they too are burned up.
Seven damage and 2 fire. Alright, and we will throw a smite on that.
Okay.
For 9 more. And then a second attack.
That attack does miss.
Which misses.
It's still reeling from the first.
Even with bless, it wouldn't make it, right?
Its armor class is 15.
Okay. And then a third attack.
That does hit though.
That's much better damage.
All right. And then we'll also throw a smite on top of that. Let's make this a. There we go. All right. Woo. 35, 45, 49 damage total.
You just begin withering
alright.
this creature beneath an onslaught of attacks. The first attack sends it reeling, your follow attack missing because of it. However, the thrust from your final one, Radiance, explodes from every orifice of this creature, but it still holds on. It is still not giving in to your onslaught.
And then I'm gonna move 5, 10, and sort of kite around him in a circle.
Very well.
That will be action, bonus action, and I used all my stuff. So that's it for Will. End of turn.
Alright. Can everybody please give me a strength saving throw as once more the ground shivers and shakes as this creature gets closer and closer to its target. Tolmond, you stay standing up. However, William and Silverstring, you both fall prone. Bless not saving you. As the creature walks away from you. Up to Tolmond. Make an
I will
attack roll
attack
with
him.
disadvantage. You're prone now.
Yes. See, spells. But in lieu of an attack roll, I will use a spell.
Your forecast.
Actually, I will just attack him. So I'll roll with disadvantage. How do you roll with disadvantage again? Because it doesn't give me
Control.
a prompt. Control? Okay. Ah! An 11. Oh,
Roll
no,
plus.
even a D4 wouldn't help me, would it?
Yeah,
It would.
Roll.
Maybe max.
Slash roll
Come on.
d4
So we were all rooting for you.
each.
But as you walk away, this creature looms over to Tolman, not as affected by the ground as you are. Every one of your steps, it sinks in, and you leave writhing parasites in your wake. But this creature just slides over as it wraps its two long-fingered claws over you, Tolman. The tiny mouths begin to pull and chew against your magic. What is the total number of spell slots you have currently?
Well, it's an attack roll. So, did you want to shield? And you have +2 from haste for your AC.
Tolman, are you there?
Tolman?
I didn't realize I was still muted. I'm sorry. Yes, shield. So that would put me at 23 AC. Does that still hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me.
I have 1/3.
Are you at max HP, or have you taken damage?
Go ahead. I've taken damage.
Okay, well let me roll again because I want to crit fish. It has an ability called Blood Frenzy. If you're not at max HP, it gets advantage on attack rolls.
Is this the time I use the funny spell that everyone hates?
You certainly can.
May as well go for broke.
Alright, you silvery barbs.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give advantage to Tolman as well on his next attack, saving throw, or what hit, skill check.
Alright, I still hit.
Okay. Oh. Still hit the 23.
I do, yeah. You made me re-roll a 28 into a 24.
Oof.
Oh, so close.
It's very close. Alright. What's the total number of spell slots you currently have unspent?
I have 1/3, 1 second, 3 first.
Alright, so 1/3 and 1 second, that's 5d6, and then how many first? 3? So that's 8d6 on top of the damage you'll be taking from the actual hit.
Yep. You would have to roll minimum damage not to kill me.
I don't think I'm going to kill you. I might incapacitate you, though.
Yep.
Okay, so I will take the reroll damage for sure, because it automatically rolls. Might as well, and it's like I rolled really bad on the reroll. On the silvery barb's damage was a lot worse, so I'll give you that. But that is still going to be 42 points of damage. You're not instantly killed. Because you have to, you have to go to -40 for you to instantly be killed.
Yep, 42. So that puts me at -21.
Or as we like to say, 0, because there's really no negatives. But if I hit you for 40 again, then we'll have to worry about that. So you guys watch as this creature wraps its claws around Tolman and turns Tolman's magic completely against him. Tolman is by far probably the most magically potent traditionally person here, outside of Silverstring. And all of that turned against you is devastating. Your mind is torn asunder. Your last thoughts as darkness claims you is just not like this. And the barrel of gunpowder that you had claimed falls useless next to your unconscious form.
Can I ask a silly question?
You may.
What kind of damage does it deal?
Force.
Okay.
And it still has movement. So this is going to be silly. It's going to walk back over here to a prone Will, in its last 2 mundane attacks, are going to be against the prone form of Will. Now that Tolmond is down, and it did not quite have enough movement
Yeah.
to reach. Silverstring. Your armor class is still
Man,
19.
it is fast. 21.
25, 30. Oh, well, no, it's not fast. I miscalculated its movement by 5 feet.
Oh, yay!
So it starts approaching back to you. And just as it's about to loom over you to go in for the kill, Silverstring, you've seen what this creature did to your friend. You have one of these Aether Wolves damage as they might be nearby, and Tolmond is down, and the gunpowder is next to him. What are you doing in this situation?
I unmute myself is the first thing I do. Golly, 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 gosh. Life is not good. Life is not good. So much so it might not become life here in a minute. Well... I've got a thing. I don't like it, but it's a thing that I can try. Let's see if I can... Oh, I can't direct it? What the... I wish I could change its path.
Yeah, it's not quite as involved as the fire.
Yeah. Because if I were to make a thing, I'd try to do it like that. Nope, that's a brick. Anyway. Is that a line? That's a cone. There's the ray. Delete that one. I'll try to do it like that. If I could.
Oh.
That's only 45 feet. I'd basically get him like... Yeah, you know what I mean? As I make 100 templates that are really annoying.
Fortunately, they're pretty easy
There you
to
go.
delete. You just have to go to the template.
Yeah.
All right, so you essentially want to buffet both of them, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it does damage after the fact, just for that initial buffet. Go ahead and read that, because
Yep.
it's not one of those spells I encounter a lot.
That's how I read it too. It's a one-time damage thing.
Yeah, then after that it gives you cover. Alright.
From ranged attacks.
Yeah, the puppy fails.
Okay.
The Magic Breaker rolled a nat 1.
Hey.
Yeah.
He is
Very
resistant.
nice.
He is resistant to damage from spells, though.
Okay. Dang it. Not as good as I thought it would be, but and then can I see Will from here? Oh, he's perfectly... Can I see him from here?
Yeah, you can see him. You can see just enough of him, for
Okay.
sure. Like, you could see him wiggling on the floor, getting ready to get back up.
Yeah. So I go over here
Good turtle.
and I will yeah, I'll have gotten up from whatchamacallit, and I'll have another bardic inspiration sent his way.
Oh, nice.
Alright, I don't
Okay,
think
so things are-
anybody's done
things are
damage to
getting
the
dicey.
brain yet, right? This round. I don't think anybody's damaged.
Just the fireball.
The
Fireball
fireball
and
and the
Oh,
wall
that
of
was
yeah.
fire.
that was last
And the
round.
initial wall of fire damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, nobody's done damage to the brain this round.
Alright, that means it gets to choose its target at random. It's going to take a legendary action at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Do you guys want high or low?
Hi.
Sure. I roll
All
a 20.
right. It reaches out, its grim mind settling onto the wolf-like creature south of Silverstring.
Oh! Woohoo!
That creature is going to make an intelligence saving throw. It has no enemies within 30 feet of it, so that thing's is going to take psychic damage. Alright, that creature yelps and roils in pain as you can feel the weight of the mind targeting it for just a second. And then the brain gets its own turn. Alright, it's gonna choose randomly again. You guys still want high?
Low.
It was high. However, I think I can get Will and the Magic Breaker, and that's just too tempting. Because this brain wants to get rid of, kind of considers you all parasites, to be perfectly honest. Can't really differentiate you, at least it doesn't seem to be able to. It's a brain. And it's just going to blast both Will and the Magic Breaker. So can you both give me intelligence saving throw, please?
Oh no.
Good thing you got Bardic.
Yeah, this might be all for Will. Let's see. /roll 1d4 plus 1d8.
Nice.
So 27.
And you get 11. Oh, wait. No, you get 13 temp HP, my man.
All right.
You're up
Hey,
to
those
13.
temp HP are coming in clutch.
For sure. Alright, William, you pass, so you're not stunned for a minute. The Magic Breaker also passes. They are not stunned for a minute either, but you will both take 8 points of psychic damage. As this now psychically battered and bruised beast recoils from the weight of the brain, focusing its entire attention upon it. This wolf, still in a bad way, will stagger its way forward. 5, 10, 15. What is your armor class, my friend, Silverstring? As it opens up
Well,
its...
soon to be 23, I imagine. So it's 18 normally, but...
I got a 12. First 12 of the night.
Okay.
That's our special number, right?
Woo!
It is.
That is our special number. It's the
It
campaign
opens.
number.
It opens its mouth, but its teeth are shattered. It's still staggering from the psychic damage. The parasites are dropping from it like two fat flies, and it's not able to get a grip on you as you move out of the way. But at the end of the Aether Puppy's turn, another legendary action will ring out.
Oof.
I didn't ask what you were going with. I'm just going to have you guys be high. It saves time. As the brain lashes out once more. And this time it's going to mind Sliver the Wolf. Alright. That wolf is going to take some damage. As it is just reeling after blow after blow. Tolman, can you give me a death saving throw, please? As you lay on the
Change
ground.
that real quick.
Excellent. That's a natural
Oh
one.
no.
No, okay, it's a 5, thank God. I just saw the red and went like, is that a natural 1?
Bless
Wait,
applies
why
to
did that
Well, bless too.
roll
death saving
disadvantage?
throws.
It didn't. If you click the up or down arrow next to a number, it'll roll it again. It'll treat the roll, and I think I clicked it.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it's just one of the ways that this thing speeds a few things up.
But yeah, anyways, nat 1, so that counts as 2, right?
No, it's a 5. It just highlighted it as
5?
red is because it was a failure.
Oh,
As
okay.
a fair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Usually it
So
only
you guys
does
heard
that.
nothing.
Yeah, usually only does that with nat ones, but this is marking those as fails. All right, William.
Makes sense. Did the same thing with the concentration checks.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh. All right. So William is gonna move up to the magic breaker, and actually first he'll get up. So let's get rid of that prone.
Crawl hands
Instead of
over
crawling over there.
knees through over the fleshy floor.
So then we will attack the creature for 24 for 16.
That hits. Do you want to smite?
Yes. I will roll smite. Let's see here. / roll 3d8 plus
Nice.
15 more.
Cool. Describe how you kill it.
Yes. Oh.
Let's go.
Oh, that was a fucking gamble. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. Just investing everything he has and seeing Tolman go down, Will scrambles from the floor, and instead of running over, he takes like 5 feet and then leaps into the air and drives the spear through the back of the magic breaker, unleashing all of his remaining magical power through the blade, while speaking to the creature within. Feast upon your enemies.
Sweet.
And the creature is suddenly engulfed in green flame as Gervison, the grieving lord, consumes it from the inside out. The parasites attempt to escape, writhing away from the thin, fleshy cocoon that holds it. But in the end, they are not fast enough, and they too are consumed by the demonic flames. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Let's see, so that's my attack. Let's see here, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 10, 20. So I made an attack, then I move 5 more feet. That's 10, 20. Then 5, 10. Crap. So we'll move. $25, $30 to get to Tolmond. And then I will use an object interaction. And I am praying that Tolmond has a healing potion.
Alright, so like digging through like his person and finding a healing potion, that's going to be more like an action probably. If you have a potion on you,
Right.
you could just waterboard him with it a little bit, and that'll be fine as an item interaction. And you could just get it from him later.
Unfortunately, I don't have.
Oh, you don't?
Yeah, I don't have a potion on me. Yeah,
Nobody
so I
does.
was going to use my hasted action to
Okay.
like take a full action and dig through his stuff.
Alright, absolutely. Do you have a healing potion on you, Tolman?
I don't think anybody has any more healing potions.
Oh my god!
I do.
I used the last of my potions and my marmalade for the the mini arms fight.
Uh, uh, let me look at one of my
Do
abilities.
you have
real
any
quick.
lay on hands?
I do, but I'm seeing if I can do that or if it's a full action. I think it's a full action to do.
Well, you still have the flowers effect.
Oh no, I just used my action to dig through your bag for a healing potion that wasn't there.
Yeah.
Crap. Where's my abilities? Features, there we go. Lay on hands, lay on hands. I'm almost certain it's an action. Blah, blah, blah. As an action, you can touch a creature and restore any number of hit points. And all I really have left is one attack. Yeah. Can I? No, that's succeeded at a cost, but that's not applicable here. Frick.
It's all good.
Yep. I'm just gonna do what I can do and throw a spear at the wolf.
All right.
So, Gervason strike true.
That hits.
So 21 for 15.
For 15, as it goes flying across, landing into the wolf. The wolf is now a bonfire on flames, but it is still looking around for one final thing to kill.
He's still alive.
Gervason still sticking out, as it has 1 hit point left.
Oh no!
It had 16 health left, motherfuckers. That was so...
Alright.
So yeah, Gervason is still sticking out of it. The wolf
Smite
is
on a ranged attack.
writhed in flames.
All I have left is my bonus action, so I will eat another flower.
Alright. And you eat another flower, preparing yourself for the turn to come. However, the crab has now arrived at its destination.
Yet.
You can tell because the ground does not shake with the same violence as it did before. You can feel it twist and tremble as it makes some as yet unknown move. Sound echoes through the hole, the wound that Gervason had left, but it is a distant thing. But even then it sounds like a rock slide, as if the earth itself is being excavated quite violently from whatever this crab's action is. Meanwhile, Silverstring. Whatever's happening, you know there is little to no time left.
Yep. And we barely hit the guy. Okay. Well, this thing has 1 HP left. This is when I wish I had magic missiles, but I do not.
This is when you call it like a Pomeranian and just dies from psychic damage.
I can't. Yeah. Golly. Well, I guess the only thing I can do is attempt to do that. We all know it's not going to work. But, hey. Oh well, we can but try. Okay, where is 30 feet from here? It is there. There, good enough. Oh, I'm on measuring template. Bop! And I'll target it, and fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
Alright.
How did I do?
Ooh, first one.
23 for 9. Okay. And then a 16 for 8. So 17 damage total.
You reach out with your magic,
If 16 hit, yeah.
pulling on power given to you so long ago. And as these rays of pure force lash out, you recall your time fighting these creatures on the beach and how they completely ignored this attack, and this one is no
Oh,
different.
god damn it.
As each Eldritch Blast thunders into this creature, leaving a ripple beyond, you see beneath it that constellation-style skeletal structure, and the wolf remains. They're still
man.
immune to force damage.
That was player error, skill issue, man. Otherwise, it would have done something different. But oh well. Fuck. All right, I still have some level of movement. I have 3 squares. I'll go there.
All right. The brain seems to be occupied with other things. It is no longer disrupting your actions in combat. No more legendary affixes going out. No more spells cast out of juncture. However, it is still riddled with parasites, be them on 2 legs or 4. Everybody within 30 feet of it, give me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Am I within 30
Everybody, I
feet?
think.
Yeah.
Oh, everything on the map is within 30 feet of the brain.
No, there's some corners.
Oh, no. If you were just in the corners.
It's one of...
let's see.
Look, this is my D&D equivalent of, like, does a 35 hit?
See. Slash roll. D4. 19? Come on, Tolman.
I can't roll. I'm dead. I fail.
Yeah, it's an auto fail if you're unconscious. If it would even affect. Yeah.
Why would it be an auto fail if you're unconscious? A saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, wait. I have to redo that. It did not recharge. You're saved this time. Instead, Will. What was your intelligence saving throw? 19? You already rolled. I'll just use yours.
19?
Yep,
yes.
You're going to take a little bit of psychic damage, but you're not going to suffer
Okay.
the further effects of it because you did pass your save. Which is a good thing because this spell is kind of nasty if it actually hits. You take 13 psychic damage.
Feeble mind.
No, it's Tasha's.
Dang.
Tasha's Mind Whip.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, because if it hits you, you can only do like 1 action or bonus action your next turn, or move. Can't do all of it.
Yeah, it is good.
You've made every save, though. And after that magic settles upon you, ripping away the inspiration that Silverstring has used to bolster you over and over again, but doing little more. This final wolf, still on fire, still alive, wanders up to you, opens its broken tooth maw, and attempts to bite you.
Oh.
Would you like to use your reaction to hit it and maybe kill it?
I will. Yes. I will try anyway.
Roll bless.
Oh! Jeez!
Alright, that's a 12. I'm just going to move this into the middle of the screen so
jeez.
on the recording everybody can see it has an armor class of 13.
Oh no!
As this thing
I called it.
just walks up to you,
All
you
right.
lash out to hit it, and it's too busy. It's too much in its death throes that it just reaches out, checks to see if this recharges actually. It does not. Okay. And immediately bites you. It hits your armor class.
Okay.
Do you have shield? Would you like to shield?
I do not have the ability to cast shield because I'm out of spell slots.
And that-
My AC is a 21.
All right, in that case, give me a strength saving throw as it rolls a 23 to hit. It deals 8 damage.
Oh!
That would be your last charge of Stone Skin.
Oh!
Oh, Stone Skin's been gone. He's been hit since then.
The claw attacks missed.
No, even the brain hitting him, even though Stone Skin doesn't remove it, still removes a charge of it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
My
Yep.
bad.
So
So only a 9.
you are now prone as this
Okay.
this Aetho puppy just grabs you by the leg, rips your feet out from underneath you, and you're on your back on the floor now. Tolman, can I get a death saving throw? You're at 2 failures right now.
Bless is still up.
Bless is still up. It is your turn, Will, as Tolman lay bleeding.
All right. I will reach over and touch Tolman with one hand, and I will give him 4 of my 5 remaining lay on hands. I'm gonna save 1 point, just in case of an emergency.
Tolman, you're comfortable. You're in comfortable non-existence. You're just nothingness, unconsciousness. And then radiant light
And
fills you, and your eyes open, and a very burnt and bloodied, and generally not looking very good Will is looming over you. And you can't help but wonder why you keep eating this way.
Will reach out and attempt with his haste action to make a weapon attack. I'm gonna try to just grab the spear that's already in the wolf
That's fine.
and jam it deeper. 17?
That hits.
Nice.
Describe how you kill it.
Stop biting my friends! And he'll just grab the spear, and instead of shoving it, he'll just twist it and wrench it around, trying to find something vital inside.
And find something vital you do
So
in
that's-
short order as the still fiery wolf now smolders on the ground dead. The spear now returned to your hand.
Get up, Toolman! We've got work to do! And then will so that's action. That is my hasted action, and then I've got my double speed, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think that's 35, 10, 25. Nope, 30. One less. So, yes, blood streaming from every orifice. Will dashes down to try to get to the brain. We've got to hurry! I don't know what it's doing, but it can't be good. That'll be... Oh, and then I will eat one more flower so that I continue to be hasted.
Seconds ago, you had felt the crude, strange movement of the crab, but you hadn't known what it was doing. You had known that it simply, whatever it done, it had caused something that sounded like earth moving, exploding violently. It doesn't take a lot of thought for you to realize that it's tearing up Cork Bottle Island. But you don't know why. You never investigated the island. You don't know what's there. But whatever it's done, or whatever it was trying to do, it has done.
Oh no.
There's a moment when the crab shakes. That moment passes. And then suddenly it feels as if your stomach rises in your stomach. That strange organ feeling,
teleporting?
as if you're falling. And then you begin to float. Higher and higher. Until you're now on the roof the top of this brain cavity rather than the bottom. It is disorienting. You're all mostly dead. Or you're all very injured or mostly dead. And now whatever is happening to this crab, this 2 mile tall, 4 mile wide crab, it is falling. How do you react to this, Silverstring?
So it's falling. We're on the roof of its skull. Pretty much like, oh shit, oh shit. We've got to. Wait, what is purple stuff?
That is the
we've got
marking the exit, the entrance that used to get down in here.
Okay, we've got to get the. Oh, man, either get the heck out of here or fucking kill this thing. I feel like we need to fucking kill this thing. What do you guys think we should do? Oh god. Okay. Is the roof of its skull also difficult terrain? Because I can technically run across it with spider climb.
You know what? We're gonna say no, it's not.
Oh.
It is not.
I don't have spider climb. I gave that up.
You did.
But yeah.
But for the purpose of this, now that you're falling, you're all essentially walking on the roof because the pressure of you falling is pushing you against it. So you can move on you can move on the ceiling normally. It is not as parasite ridden or as fleshy.
Okay. Where's the keg of gunpowder right now?
It's by Tolman.
Tolman has it. Well, yeah, it's laying on the ground next to him, or on the ceiling.
On the ceiling next to him. All right.
Oh, if you eat a flower, it doubles your move.
Yeah, so I can go there, grab it, and run back over here. It doesn't get me much farther.
Oh, do these walls go all the way to the ceiling?
They do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looks like it was a protective case that eventually a lot of the parasites had devoured away.
Eaten through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
40, 50, 60, and then 30. Like, you can get all the way over here if you use your bonus action, like your hasted action to dash.
I think I will, if that's okay. So yeah, I'll bonus action eat a thingy. I will run 35 because I have 35 over there. I'll use my item interaction to pick it up. And then I still have 35.
Normally I would have your movement from once you picked it up, but considering everything that's going on, I'm just going to say, guy, you can move full movement with it. It's fine.
Yeah, that would make sense. And then
the anti-gravity-ness
is
helping.
Get around. Or does dashing give me
Yes.
It's like floating and I'm just kind of batting it along like a balloon.
Kind of, yeah. You have no idea what's going on.
Love it.
Outside this hole, you could just see flashes of just light coming through, but it's strange because it's flashing.
I knew it. Okay. Question. I'm feeling dumb at the moment. Would dash double my movement, including the haste speed, or would dash just give me an extra 35? I can't recall.
It should double your overall movement.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that. Well, if we're wrong, we'll fix that shit later. It's fine.
Okay.
For this.
Yeah, you should have another 75. Yeah.
Another 70.
Another 70. Okay. Yeah.
So that's enough. That's 10, 20, 30. Just kind of like bat the drop the keg. I don't know.
Throw?
Just push it at
Throw
the brain.
The keg. Yeah, basically.
You still need to set
just kind of push it at the brain. Oh, I need to set a fuse. Hey, okay.
That's gonna be an action.
Oh, you have no way to throw
Fair
fire?
enough. No, I'm a bard,
I guess
bro.
you could technically just
You're
fireball
also
it.
a warlock!
I don't have fireball either. All right. So I've bonus actioned. I've action dashed. I've used a shit ton of movement. I have a shit ton of movement still left. So that was 30. I think that was from there. From here. Kind of did 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I have another 35. I could stuff my ass in that corner. I'm not sure that would manage to do much though. No. Yeah, I'm just preparing to blow up. And that's my turn.
Alright.
Have at it, big old buddy. I'm not scared at all.
The brain, disoriented, is gonna see if its ability recharges. It does. I got the charge back. Alright, everybody within 30 feet of it, please make an intelligence saving throw.
No.
Doesn't matter.
Ugh.
Silverstring passes.
Go Silver String.
Tolman passes. William does not.
But-
What was that?
It's gonna knock me back down.
Oh, yeah, potentially. And so it is
Yep.
that everyone takes 7 psychic damage.
Okay.
William.
Are you still up, Will?
For 1 hit point.
William, you feel yourself seize. This presence heavy on your mind, wrapping itself around you like a vice. You're now floating end over end in the air. All you can see are those flashes of light. Bits of blue, then green, then blue again. Tolman, can you please give me a death failure? That's a 2.
Does Bless stay up? Am I stunned or?
You're stunned, yes.
Yeah, bless
Okay, so
down.
Bless goes down.
At the end of your turn, William, as you're floating ass over elbows, drifting along in this brain cavity, please give me another intelligence saving throw to see if you break the effects.
Okay.
You do not, as you are still floating end over end.
Can you do anything while stunned? Can you move? I know you can't take any actions.
Stun pretty much stops you from doing anything. Let's see, officially, you're considered incapacitated.
Okay.
Yep. So you're
So I'm gonna guess that means-
incapacitated. You automatically fail strength and dex saving throws, and attack rolls against you have advantage.
Can't take actions or reactions. And stunned.
This is why.
Stunned creature is incapacitated.
This is
Oh,
why,
and can't move. Okay.
Yeah, this is why DMs hate monks. Because imagine
Alright,
being able to spam
so-
this shit.
Since all Will can do is speak falteringly, he will say, spear! Fire! And that will be all Will can do.
All right. The crab continues its strange journey. Whatever's happening to it, you still... Well, you have suspicions, you still don't know. You drift chaotically around inside of it. But soon, its story might have an end. And if you're not careful, so might yours. Silver string.
Duh. Alright. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can I item interaction grab the spear? From Will, the stunned man.
Stunned and drooling.
Blah.
I'm a spear.
Spear.
I'm slow.
May I grab it?
Let's see. Can you grab it? So it is wreathed
Oh, is it
in green flame.
is it gonna try to like eat me? Oh god.
It is wreathed in green flames. Will is holding
Okay.
it, clutching it, seemingly unaffected by the flames. I cannot guarantee you the same safety. However, I can offer you a devil's bargain in this trying time.
Grab my ring.
Oh yeah,
You're all the way over there.
And
I can't
spend
even
an
get
hour
you.
to attune.
yeah. I was about to say, let's go grab and attune to a ring real quick. If you do this, instead of dealing damage to you, it will instead catch you thematically on fire. If you look at your questions, this will be one of those where you will be receiving burns from this as a testament to your sacrifice.
Huh. Ooh. That is so cool.
Is
Oh,
that a
no.
price you're willing to pay?
Oh shit.
Yeah, you thought I forgot about that.
I guess I have to. Thank you for the reminder. That is excellent. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll have to pick it up.
You reach down and you grab Gervison. You have yet to be named as someone Will loves. Tolman, the only name whispered to ignite the flames earlier today, for the first and only time. Gervison reacts in a way not beneficial to you directly, as you are now wreathed in green flames, sizzling, your hair on fire, your clothes now burning. But you have to do this. You summon your will. In this case, he lay before you. You summon the will. You summon the willpower
Love it.
necessary as
good.
you are able to, in this chaotic situation, focus solely on putting one foot in front of the other. Please don't allow me to do this. Please narrate how you handle the spear, the fire, and eventually plunging it into the gunpowder reserve itself.
We're not there yet, but yes. Oh golly. Alright. A silver string grabs the spear. Everything alight. Everything around him just alights. He's alight, a flame burning, you see skin peeling and like the green glow of Gerbison beneath his eyes. But the determination that he must survive will push him on. And maybe he won't survive this, but his friends need to as well. Ah! Okay, continuing on with the turn. Tolman, get a healing word, buddy. And then he'll turn from the stuttering well and run back and attempt to plunge the spear into the keg of gunpowder, hoping that it does enough, even if it consumes him, to consume the brain as well, and stop probably this thing from getting unleashed onto the world itself. Which would probably be much more devastating than anything that the cult was trying to do, maybe. I don't know, we'll find out.
One step after another, and soon you're finding yourself back in front of that barrel of gunpowder. You're smart enough even with the fire and the pain and the devastation, to not just plunge it fully in. That would be an immediate explosion. But you set the spear on top of gore-slicked wood, and the green flames immediately catch alight. It's only moments before this will catch fire and be destroyed. And while the brain is mighty, just from interacting it, you do not believe it can physically change its fate, only psychically do so. The fires around you rage, threatening to consume you, as you continue on your turn.
Okay, shall I measure my movement? That was 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. And was that an action to do that? To lay the spear on
yes.
the... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so I've used my bonus action to healing word Tolmond. Used all my movement. Wow. Now I've used all my movement. Technically, I suppose I could go there from where I was.
Hey, if it's on the other side of the wall, it's something.
Maybe. Maybe. And I will yell at everyone to run for the exit. Get out of here! Yelling towards Tolman mostly. I'm not sure that Will would understand.
Meanwhile, Will's still, like, drifting slowly in place. It's like, I got this.
And that'll be my turn. Holy moly.
Alright, this is a D6. This thing recharges on a 6.
Let's hope not. DM silence means it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's 2 6s in a row I rolled. I rolled a 6 last round, too.
No.
So, like, when you use a thing and you click the charge, because it says recharge, it immediately just swaps over to charge if you succeed. So I saw the recharge before I saw the roll and just went, fuck. Just like, no.
Oh, shit. I think we dead, folks.
Maybe. But, we'll see. Can everybody please give me an intelligence saving throw? Oh,
So,
the damage
I have
was
a
bad.
question.
The damage was
What
bad.
kind of ability is this?
Oh, no. I think we're all dead anyways.
No, the damage was double ones
Yeah,
on 2d8.
I only have one.
Shut up. The damage was double ones on 2d8.
Oh. Okay. I thought you meant, like, bad as in bad, but here we go. Holy shit.
This is the dice having mercy on you guys.
Still rolling. Still rolling, privately, Stoic. Coleman.
Oh, my bad.
Alright,
I rolled a
so
27.
Whew.
you're like, everybody run! And suddenly, one last bit of psychic energy just rolls through this entire brain cavity. Violet lightning arcing between floor, ceiling, and nerve ending, caressing you with that terrible might and that terrible weight. Everybody takes 2 points of psychic damage. William, you are still stunned. Silver String.
William is unconscious.
William is unconscious.
I only had 1 hit point.
Oh, I thought you had like temporary a little bit, but you didn't. William, seized as you are, you could just feel this weight fall onto you. At first, it's overwhelming and crushing, but then, as the darkness takes you, you almost feel okay, like you're just going to sleep. And that weight drifts away, leaving Tolman to be the first to react afterwards. Tolman, the healing word has washed over you for the second time in this place. You have woken up. You can see the light flashing from outside, the weightlessness in your stomach. Something is terribly wrong. And everywhere you hear just the echo of Silverstring's words yelling at you to run. And as you look over, eyes drawn to Silverstring for just a moment, the man is wreathed in green flame.
I have got to stop falling asleep. I keep waking up to these terrible images. Oh, shit. Not sleeping. Shit. So I'm gonna eat a flower. That would be my second one. Can I use Mage Hand to kind of pull the spear back over to Silverstring, or do you still have the spear?
Silverstring does not have the spear. The spear is resting on the...
No.
However, you cannot see the spear, at least from this angle, as the keg is located at the frontal lobe of the brain.
And no matter how I move, I would not be able to do that. Okay. So, in that case, I'm just going to tell Silverstring to hurry up and get Will and remind him that we need to get out of here. And I'm going to make my way towards the exit. Quickly now, quickly. How can I help?
As you make your way to the exit, walking onto it, you actually will fall out of it. As you now look up through, or down through this hole, you see that you are far too slowly approaching ground. You can see sunlight. You can see ocean, greenery, familiar countryside. You're falling from a great and terrible height. And you know it will only be 2 initiative turns before you hit the ground. Beneath you...
In that last moment... Oh, sorry.
Oh, go on. No, please.
I was just going to say in that last moment, we made it back! Ground!
The elation in Tolman's voice at the idea of being home barely reaches through the pain as your nerve endings are just scorched. It's actually at the point now to where you're probably feeling less pain and just feeling an uncomfortable cold as your nerve endings are fried. But there's a certain almost relief at not being in that terrible astral place.
For real.
Tolman, are you going to keep yourself from falling out? Because if you're standing where you're standing, you're falling.
Yeah, at this point, how would I be able to do that?
So honestly, the crab is upside down as it's falling through the air, which is why gravity is what felt opposite. So you can just jump out of
Kind of figured.
Yeah, you can just jump out of that hole, or you can, and then you'd be falling on your own, or you can stay in the cavity and try to leave with your friends. The choice is yours, obviously.
I'm gonna try and stay for a turn, and I want to ready an action, and if you say this is absolutely a no-go, that's completely fine. I want to ready the web spell.
Oh, interesting.
And what I would like to do
Make a
is,
trampoline.
if we can all like make it out around the same time, cast it near the crab, so like it kind of like enwraps us and pulls us back, kind of like a slingshot or like a bungee cord.
Sure, we will handle that through not just
That's
a
so
spell use,
creative.
but a. I guess we will consider that the an Arcana trick shot if there ever was one.
Fair
Oh,
enough. That's
Definitely.
completely acceptable.
Yeah, that's gonna be I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be not only a spell slot, but that's gonna be a pretty high DC Arcana check to just like do that one on the fly. But I will give you the opportunity for sure.
I don't know how else to help the team because I can't take people with Misty Step.
William, can I have potentially one last death saving throw, please?
Alright.
That was a success. One away from greatness.
Yep.
You almost just stood up on your own, huh?
Got a natural 19.
Wait, were you almost dead? Oh, that's why he said one away from greatness. Okay.
Yeah, because he almost stood up on his own.
Yeah.
What you haven't seen during this is the crab scuttling its way across the astral sea, finding purchase deep beneath the waves. With one strike freed from its supernatural pen, it was able to swipe the seal away from Corkbottle Island, revealing an ancient gate no one knew was there. But the blue knew. Screaming in elation with their success, the gate, activated long ago by the cultists that had stood around it, maintaining its openness. It was able to pull through the crab and everything inside of it back into the material. You are home. However, it did not dump you exactly on the surface, but where the gate had long ago opened up in a flying city. And so the crab fell. Thousands of meters giving away in just handfuls of seconds as this massive bulk craters towards the waters below. The parasites writhe, jubilation squirming through rune-edged bodies as they are finally free of the wreath. And as the crab crashes into the water, as you all see your end approach, you take solace in the fact that your actions at least destroyed the crab. Tolmond, no one was able to reach you in time. You may perform your web trick in an attempt to survive. So cast the web spell, and then give me an Arcana check to see if you are able to do as you will, to cast web to catch yourself and fling yourself out of harm's way. Do you have anything to boost your Arcana for this?
No. With everyone falling out, I don't have Bardic Noblesse. I do technically still have my Inspa roll.
Well, would you like to use Inspiration?
Might as well at this point.
Before you are launched out of this hole, potentially to never see your allies again, what do you do in this moment? It's all sort of sinking down around you. A mantle that everyone thought you were too young to bear. For you are a child even amongst half-elves, are you not? So what does...
yeah, he's 20.
Yeah, what does a quote-unquote child do in this instance? I'm using air quotes for
He's gonna
sarcasm.
He would have looked over at his fallen allies, and Tolman would just start to weep. He wouldn't know what else to do. Just the overwhelming emotion. He feels like a failure. He feels like he failed his friends. They brought him back to life once, and he couldn't protect them.
And with that...
So he just...
Go on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah. With that, he would just begin to weep and hold out a hand and hope, if there is any.
You look back, your eyes meet Silver String's as Silver String views you through a curtain of green flames. How does Silver String react in these final moments?
Is this my death?
Could be.
Could be. Because I had a plan.
You're
I'm not sure it's a good one, though.
Yeah, this is the initiative where you hit the ground, though.
Yeah. Okay, so we've literally hit the ground, and I'm just slightly too slow.
Man, I thought we were gonna have one more round of falling.
Yeah, I was hoping so.
Because I thought you said 2 rounds.
Okay. Am I technically attuned to the spear?
No, that's
I
why
can't
you're on
use
fire.
it though, can I? Yeah. Okay. Is Will technically attuned to the spear? He's dead though. Well, not
Well,
dead.
He's unconscious, yeah.
Well, here's the wonderful
Wouldn't-
thing. Will is
wouldn't-
no longer attuned to the spear. And boy, oh
Oh.
boy, Will did seem to attune to it pretty fast. It's
Trying to tune to it.
I don't know if that changes my plans or not. I also can't move my character. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be able to move my character.
it's
It's not my
yet.
turn.
Here, I could do free movement real quick. Okay, free movement's on.
Because I literally thought about eating another flower, grabbing him, and running, and that could get me there with a dash.
Get the spear, bro.
And then sacrificing the spear. But if you're saying that he can attune to the spear, I have another way to potentially survive?
Oh, you
Maybe?
I think you misunderstood, but I don't know if this is the kind of misunderstanding I should correct or not. So the reason why I said Will attune to it fast is it tried to annihilate Will's soul. There is nothing that would lead you to believe it would not try the same with you.
Right.
Right. So you could try to attune to the spear. It might save you.
Wait, then wouldn't it
It
have
might,
kept you at 1 hit point?
might annihilate me.
If I had used the ability, but I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, Tolman's eyes will meet Silver String's, and you'll see Silver String just booking it as he will run up. Bonus action to eat another flower. Grab Will with a grapple. Right, so that's 15. And then with the other action from the flower, action dash myself and a grappled Will over there. If I could do that.
So we are doing this a little out of turn, so I'm going to
That's
make
the
it.
attempt.
I'm going to make it a skill challenge
Yeah.
for you. Or at least
All
a
right.
skill check.
Ho, ho.
So you are essentially just panicking.
Yep.
You're like eating a flower. You know the ground is coming. You know what's gonna happen if you're in here. It's like being in a skyscraper that's about to collapse to the ground. It's not a place you want to be. This is a very athletic situation you're finding yourself in, which is not your strong suit.
That really isn't.
That being said, all those times you skipped leg day, all those times you didn't play sports in an evil boarding school, this is that one moment when you're like, I wish I went to the gym more. As you grab your still floating, still unconscious friend, heavily laden in gear, as he is, give me an athletics check as you begin to drag this person unconscious.
Oh no, it's so bad. I can't make it acrobat. It doesn't even matter. Okay, I'm gonna try. Here goes.
Do you have any bonuses left?
No, I can't Bardic Inspire myself or anything, so.
Well, in that case, we shall
is where
pray.
we're
Oh, a
at.
12.
Please let that be enough in this situation. Let that be the magic number.
The holy 12.
You said it was the campaign number.
It is the campaign number 2.
I feel like if our campaign had a number, so
Oh,
this is going to require some
that is actually
serious,
funny.
serious sacrifice. Because I'm going to make both of you do it. Silverstring, what are you willing to sacrifice to make this check, just to give yourself a chance to survive? This doesn't guarantee it. This is just to give yourself a chance with the web trick.
With the web trick. Oh man. I like don't even know what would be asked for. Maybe I throw off something that's valuable to me.
Will.
No, apparently not. As it turns out. Geez, I'm lost. What kind of stuff would you ask for?
Oh, this is up to you.
I'm
I'm just the arbiter
not
of whether or
feeling
not
very
it's good
creative.
enough.
Yeah, that's
Spell slots, exhaustion levels.
Ooh.
I feel like it needs to be something like potentially permanent though.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
Or at least something that probably isn't
A
going to be so easy
-1
to
to
repair.
Constitution.
Yeah. And it's like, what do I have that would not be easy to repair?
1 attribute point in Constitution. Sorry, I'm literally just throwing out stuff at this point.
Yeah, actually, that's potentially a thing.
So giving up, in addition to the scars, giving up some, like, just exerting so much that you're dying a little bit from the strain.
Yeah. I give up 2 Constitution points.
Deal.
Oof.
I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to get them back. That'll be on the DM. Yeah, we'll see.
And Will, you don't need to sacrifice anything.
That's-
I already know what I'm going to do to you.
So, being drug towards the opening, Will mumbling. He can't even speak at this point, and he's just desperately trying to push something into Silverstring's hand and and into his like pockets and stuff. So he will shove something into your fist and then grip his hand around it in his weak and feeble state.
It's time to call upon the miracle dice again.
No, he just wants to make sure that it survives.
Right.
Because he
Oh,
doesn't
man.
he doesn't feel that he's going to, so he's forcing it on you.
Okay. Oh Jesus.
You-
Silverstring the parent. Okay, gotcha.
You're the last chance he has.
I'm pretty sure Silverstring would give up 17 points of Constitution instead of being a parent. But here we are.
And so
Okay.
it is, still smoldering from the green flames, dragging a babbling and almost incoherent Will behind you as Will's pushing things of import into pockets. You very slowly find yourself standing exhausted, burning next to Tolmond, equally as brutalized as you. You're all together for what it's worth here in the end. Let's hope your
Yep.
plan is enough. Alright, Tolmond, web is ready. Your allies are near you. Go ahead and describe your plan, your action, and then we'll have you make the Arcana roll.
So the plan was, once everyone got here, to kind of cast web at an angle so that we would be caught by it, and as the crab hit, it would roll and wrap, essentially acting like a small bungee cord, and kind of wrap us up.
Alright.
And hopefully it'd be just enough to essentially survive. We don't want to obviously hit the ground at max force, but we also don't want to be inside the crab while it still gets hit. So I'm hoping that it can kind of like wrap a little bit, if that makes sense, like if I'm describing that right.
I'm picking up what you're putting down. Alright, go ahead and make the Arcana check.
And I'm going to throw my inspiration roll at it, and essentially whatever it takes to make sure the group survives. First roll, 23. Do I need to roll again?
Second roll.
Well, inspiration? Yeah.
26.
The DC was 25.
Wow. Holy shit.
You explained
Thank you
so.
for saving your inspiration.
To be in my defense, that was a wild plan. Like, it needed to be like a really high DC, not impossible.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I knew it was going to be like borderline ridiculous, and so
No
like
criticism to you,
Tolman
man.
100% was willing to sacrifice like all of his spell slots, his remaining hit points, like anything it took to essentially keep his team alive. The only friends he's ever had.
So it is. You launch yourself outside of the opening in the crab skull, moving as you can across the rocky bits till you get to the edge of where its face is. Everywhere you see parasites writhing in joints, trying to control the crab, trying to flip it, unable to find purchase. While they are seemingly a hive mind, they are not perfect in their perceptions. And, well, they're doing the best they can, but it's not good enough. You're about to fall into the ocean, however. And right as you cast the spell, an explosion rips behind you. The barrel finally going off, a wall of fire racing towards you right as you all jump. The explosion giving you just enough momentum to get to the outside parts of the crab where you fire off your web and are able to find safe purchase, using it kind of to wrap yourselves up and attach yourself in such a way that you do not just immediately be vaporized upon hitting water, which at this speed and this angle, on this height, is little more than just soggy concrete. The web finds purchase, dangles from a loose bit of claw before it snaps, greatly reducing your fall height, softening the blow of the water. However, your world still goes black as you're knocked unconscious just from the sheer violence of everything. The crab landing nearby, sending a tsunami rippling across the ocean, tearing up large swaths of dirt. Forests immediately catching fire as they're blown apart just by the impact and then the sheer heat of various parts of the crab itself. And still, the fires within that brain cavity rage and begin to slowly spread through the massive beast as much as it can. You're not sure whether you've stopped the parasites. You're not sure whether the blue is completely gone. But before darkness takes you as you're pushed onto the shore by that rolling wave, you see the crab legs dangling up towards the sky. A sky that is refreshing to see now that you're outside the darkness of the astral sea. Sink beneath the waves. And that is where we'll take a break, because I think we all could use a break after that.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Alright. I will see you in about 5 to 10 minutes.
Alright, sounds good.
Gervason gets their final vengeance.
Yeah.
As
True.
indirectly, they're the one who destroys the crab.
Oh my god.
Did he say 10 minutes?
5 or 10, yeah.
5.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 to
All right.
10.
Be right back.
Probably 10. Holy moly. It's one of the cooler D&D moments I've ever been a part of. Just like, yeah, astral crab hurtling down onto the material plane while some people attempt to fucking skip themselves in a cocoon of web across the ocean to stop themselves while the crab explodes. Yeah. Like the imagery of that is just
Well, and
heckin' insane.
oh yeah, and the whole thing is like, so my initial like thought process, he says, you start to float. I'm like, fuck, we're falling.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, okay, you know, no big deal. And then I remembered we're inside of a crab that is like 5 miles wide.
Mm-hmm. And
I was like, we're basically a fucking asteroid hitting the Earth.
yeah. We sure are.
So I was like, no matter where you're at, everything is getting destroyed nearby. Which was like, that's why my thought process was like, if I can do this just right, I can get it to us, like swing us back up or out or away or something, just so we're not like right near it.
Mm-hmm. Oh. I am sad our next guy wasn't he's online, but he's not listening in.
Yeah, I totally thought he was either gonna, like, if not join us, at least like listen in so he kind of understands us.
Yeah. See how we all throw down together.
But
Holy moly.
I'll be 100% honest. This is why I struggle with casters. I got hit 3 times and I was down, and I was down for essentially 4 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm used to playing characters that
Could take a beating.
they're gonna go down, but they're gonna go down swinging the whole time, and they're gonna be in your face doing it so nobody else gets hurt.
Yeah.
I return.
And now I'm like, where can I run to be safe? I've become the wizard meme. 1d6 damage and I die.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you. If Will had stayed between you and the magic breaker, I probably wouldn't have done that. But Will moved around, and I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna walk over here and just murder Tolman.
I'm pretty sure I've put up that meme about opportunity attacks, right?
They're not as much of like a deterrent as they really should be.
Right?
Well, no,
not.
like
They're
I was
really not.
telling Silverstring, like, I'm just not used to playing what I consider frail characters. Like, I'm used to playing either like a fighter, paladin, or barbarian. Like, I'm gonna be in your face, keeping you away from my friends.
Yeah, and now you're like a wizard rogue, and it's like, I'm squishy. Like, you have a max
It's like,
HP
now
of
I need to
40.
run away.
Oh, especially with that magic shattering
Yeah.
grasp. I'm like, okay, I knew there was a good shot. It would one shot you if it hit it. I just thought I would never get to you.
Nope.
All I know is like I know
With,
Silverstring or Tolman are just gonna not like this at all.
Well,
Yeah.
especially after the first time you said it, I was like, let me burn bigger spell slots. This is fair as bad.
The second I mentioned that, and suddenly like, you know, all those spell slots we normally hoard. Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. It's like we're gonna shield
Exactly.
everything. I don't know if you found that.
Shield just to burn the spell slot.
I hope you thought at
Yeah.
least that was interesting, because I don't really see. I've never seen that mechanic, and it's something I do occasionally, but you don't want to overuse it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It
the
is
first
interesting.
time you asked, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no worries.
Imagine getting like a high level caster with that though. It's like 7d6 for a 7th level spell, because it's d6 per spell slot level. So that could get crazy fast.
Oh, yeah. If you hit, I mean, honestly, even if we were at, like, quote unquote, the end of the campaign, a 12th level caster, that's more than likely going to one shot them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's real rough.
And then some.
Will made the right choice to be like, I'm engaging that thing.
All right. I will specify that.
Although,
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, specify the
No, go
the
ahead.
crab did land in the water, kind of like on the beach, and it did send out tidal waves, like tsunami waves. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. It's parasite ridden. Oh, that could be problematic.
well, at least
Yeah.
you might be able to recover the spear.
I was willing to
see.
sacrifice it.
All right. Is everybody back? Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, time for me to improv, because I wasn't planning this shit. Darkness had taken you as you watched the crab sink beneath the deep waters of, well, you're pretty sure you're in the vicinity of Brindlewood, but you don't know exactly where. You can see Dagger Shore. That is the shore that the crab landed on. Named such for its myriad of sharp, angular cliffs that, well, look like little daggers poking up from the sand. And then darkness. You do not know how much time passes. Can somebody roll 3d6 for me, please? You do not know how much time passes. But Silverstring, the first time you open your eyes, you can't move. You see a blurry room, cozy, a fire in a nearby hearth, little doodads decorating the walls and the shelves, a comfortable bed beneath you, but you cannot move. When your eyes drift over to see what dares restrain you, bandages. So many bandages over every part of your body. But this effort alone was too much, and you slip once more into unconsciousness. Tolman, when you awaken, you also find yourself in a similar room, though parchments are pinned to the walls, strange logograms, ritual circles, the smell of candle, wax, and incense filling the air as somebody you do not recognize waves a heavy leaf, driving the incense towards your lungs. And then you too slip back into unconsciousness. William, you could not move, nor truly act in any way. You barely remember the last moments inside the crab. You remember your friends doing some harebrained, foolish thing that makes you smile. Because that's what you've come to know from them, and perhaps from yourself as well. But even smiling hurts in this simple room you found yourself in. The chuckle escapes your throat as a cough. That cough burns your lungs, and you slip back into unconsciousness. Time and time again, you each greet the light, only to be taken by the dark. And then finally, one day, Silverstring, you wake up to find your restraints gone. You're wearing simple homespun cloth, but you don't recognize your skin that you can see. Where the bandages were over half your body, there is now rough, uneven skin, angry and red. The veins beneath a brilliant verdigris, the only testament of the source of the fire damage that dealt this to you. Somebody moves to your right. A younger rabbit woman reading from a thick tome looks over at you, wearing just a bright pink dress, ears with little bows on the ends. Oh, you're finally awake. Oh, it's been so long. Stay right here, I'll go get Mom. And then the little girl begins to hop out of the room, unless you, of course, stop her. Or let her go. The choice is yours. But you are awake now.
No. Probably just still a bit too weak to have willpower or determination to do anything at the moment.
Mentally, your fortitude is up to you. But above table, it's been 11 weeks since the events of the crab.
Oh my god!
Oh,
That's a lot of time.
again above table. Poor Cone.
Cone's just not
Oh my
having a great
God.
vacation right now.
He is so pissed.
But while those 11 weeks, for others that might have gone longer, for you, they've been just blinks of consciousness here and there, as if very little time has passed at all. However, your wounds are scar tissue now. And nowhere is there a mirror for you to gaze upon yourself. So great was the fire, in fact, that over your heart, where the amulet you took, bearing your family crest, so heated was it that has burned that same family crest into your chest.
Yes.
In addition to all of the scarring. You're strong enough to move if you want to. Everything's up to you. Just go with the flow.
Right, I'll get up. Just sit on the edge of the bed. Kind of try to yell out. Probably not quite make it a yell. More of a squeak. Where?
More like that dry horse.
Yeah. Where are my friends? Not sure if anyone can hear me as the rabbit lady has hopped off. I'll reach up and just feel all the scars. And then feel the family crest burned into my skin. As my fingers go over it, I'll recognize what that is. Pull away. Take a deep breath as deep a breath as I can. And just contemplate
Your breath is uneven
where
and
we
pained.
are now. Yeah.
And you do have months of beard growth and hair. At least on the parts of your face I could grow hair.
Yeah.
Obviously, I will leave the aesthetics up to you completely, but you are you're not having you're not having the best glow up. This is completely opposite of what you thought a glow up would be. You got to burn up.
It's a
is
glow
what
down.
You got to burn up, yeah.
Yeah.
Like they stuck you in the oven and put it to extra crispy, and voila. Your items are nearby. The loot, the Klai loot you had been given by the Anyalka, sits near you. A folded piece of parchment beneath it. The amulet, whose crest you now bear in your chest, is there as well. Twisted and mutilated by the flame, but still functioning. All of your other magical items are there as well. Your mundane items, however, are mostly gone. Burned, are broken.
Fair. Pick up the lyre and just, as if in memory, trying to start playing the Anyalka's song. Maybe not very good.
Give me a performance
Figuring
check.
out the finger dexterity all over again. Yeah.
You start a jam session, and you're able to play. You're able to
course.
play the Anyalka's song, though not to the near perfection you were just to you moments ago. As you place the lyre in your lap, the piece of parchment that was under it unfolds, revealing a long, scribbly bit of wordplay on it that makes absolutely no sense to you. I will simply type it out. Let me open up my notes because I forgot to open my notes for the game. How bad. There we go. It is a long, confusing bit of text. Like I said, I will post this in game handouts. And beneath it, written simply, is
Ziggy. What?
a few moments later, an older rabbit lady enters. dressed in a simple apron and clothes that do their best but are old and worn. Oh, hi. You're awake. I wasn't expecting you awake for days. Welcome, welcome. What's your name, sir?
Hello. They call me Silver String.
Silverstring, Silverstring.
Who are you? Are you Ziggy? I'll kind of point to the note.
Oh, no. My name's not Ziggy. That came for you from in the mail. Just a few weeks ago, I believe. It was strange, but it was addressed to the poor burned man that I was housing here, and of course you're the only burned man I know. So I gave it to you.
You haven't seen any other. There's 2 more people with me.
2 more people? Well, what'd they look like? Were they burned like you? 'Cause we rescued a bunch of people from the tidal waves some weeks back. That's where we got you.
Yeah, they would have been in the tidal waves. I believe they would have been burned. Did you see the thing that fell from the sky?
Oh, you mean that big crab? Oh, they've been telling stories about that for months. Came out of nowhere in the sky like it was a gift from heaven.
Is it dead?
Well, unfortunately, when they gifted it to us from heaven, I guess they forgot to give it wings. Because it hit the ground and it's dead as shit. Pardon my language.
Oh, good.
It is kind of making the water around it a little bit off-colored, but that's really about it.
Oh, no. Blue.
Well, it is blue. We just figured that thing was so big and had so much blood that it's going to just finish bleeding out any day now and go turn the water just fine. Meanwhile, like, you're having visions from, you're having visions from the war, like, just echoing in your...
Yeah. 1,000-yard stare right through her. Do you know anybody else who's housing injured folks?
Oh, of course. I've got about 6 of them here myself. Most of them have gotten good enough that they can get up and leave, and well, they just haven't. But we got a few more that were unconscious as well. Want to see if any of them are those people you're looking for?
You could take a quick look.
Of course, of course.
Yes, please.
All right. Do you need any help? I got you a crutch right here, and she kind of hops over, never taking a step. They just hop everywhere. Before grabbing you a crutch and handing it. That should help if you're feeling just a little unstable.
Thank you.
Of course, of course.
Assistance. I have no idea what we did to warrant such generosity.
Oh, don't worry your little heart out.
Thank you.
We're just trying to do the right thing. Besides, you have a benefactor. You have a benefactor. Somebody's paying for all of your stay and your food and anything else we can provide for you.
Do you happen to know who that is?
Of course, it's some guy from House Achium.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Well, opens the door. Hop, 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 hop. A few seconds later, the door opens nearby. Meanwhile, who wants to go next, Will or Tolman?
Will.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I could do Will next.
Will, you've opened your eyes several times in these weeks, occasionally even finding the strength to get up and walk around. But even with the trick of the web, you've cheated death just barely. Nearly every bone in your body was broken when they found you. And through careful tending mixed with quite a bit of spell stitching, you are mostly whole. Though as far as warriors go, your history is written upon you very clearly. Large chunks of your flesh having turned to crystal from one of you Ruyan's attacks. And now all the shattering and spell stitching leaving deep magical scars upon you. But you can move, and you can walk. And perhaps in a little bit of time you can fight as well. When you wake up the same day that Silverstring finally does, you are also greeted by a young little rabbit child as they put a stack of carrot-shaped bread and mostly vegetable soup on a tray in front of you. The kid looks at you nervously as if you're going to spring on this child any moment. There's just something about you that now scares small children.
Oh, how long?
Oh, hi. How long?
Oh, how long was I out?
Yeah. You've been out for a while. It's been 1, 2, 3. Moves to the other hand. 5, 6. Hold on, I'm new to numbers. It's been this. It holds up like one of his feet, one of his hands, and then in his other hand he's got like one for a total of 11 digits. Oh, it's been this many weeks. It's been this many.
Oh, so long. Was I alone? Were my friends with me?
Oh no, you weren't alone. There were dozens of
Did they
people on the
survive?
beach. Oh, maybe. Who was your friends? Because there's been so many who died and drowned, but quite a few of you survived. We have about 30 people here in just this village. The kid completely, apparently knowing the number 30, but not 11. as if he had heard his mom say it, maybe, and he's just echoing it.
There'd be a young half elf. He'd be likely clenching a book. In desperation. I mean, he'd be almost tied to it, and then peculiar looking younger man. He's striking in appearance. A musician.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, a musician. Oh, what do you play? What do you play?
Well, the lyre. He was quite accomplished, but
what's a lyre?
I don't know. I mean,
I've been called a lyre.
Have you seen either of them?
I've been called a lyre. I don't know what.
No. It's kind of like a harpy looking thing.
Oh, with wings and claws.
Like a. No, like a musician, like you play like a bard.
Oh,
in the tavern.
Yeah. We got one of those. Actually, we got one of those in this house. He's down the hall. Ziggy, right?
No, that's not the right name. And will start to lever himself up from the bed, and then his legs sort of failing him, will fall and knock over the tray and things. God, damn legs! And he'll reach around to try to find anything to use as a crutch or a cane.
There's definitely like a crutch nearby the bed that you can easily reach out and grab after you've stumbled and spilt your soup over the floor. The kid jumps up and
And-
grabs some of the carrot-shaped bread and saves it, but the soup is sadly destroyed.
Wait, just show me where. He'll aggravated, sort of stumble for the door. I need to see them.
Okay, just follow me, just
He'll,
follow me. And the boy hops over, just hop, hop, hop. The door creaks open, and then standing in the door frame is Silverstring. Meanwhile, Tolman.
Oh,
Hello.
Tolman, the first couple of times you open your eyes, everything seems right with the world. But despite your heroic actions at the end, you were perhaps the most damaged out of anyone in that battle. Time and time again, you remember the weight on your mind, you remember the suffocating presence, and slipping closer and closer to death, never knowing if you were going to wake up. It's only about the 6th or 7th time that you have enough of your senses around you to realize that something is strange. Not only are you in a room just covered in scrolls full of like ancient scribblings and logograms and all manner of magical weirdness, you quickly come to terms with the fact that you're floating about 2 feet off of your bed and are completely mummified in spell scrolls. As incense is burning near you, and a old, withered woman with a very severe expression and spider-like fingers looms over you. Ah, you're finally awake. It's about time.
Where am I?
You're in a room in a village outside of Brindlewood. Well, what's left of Brindlewood.
Hmm. And the crab?
Oh, the crab is still resting on the bottom of the water. No doubt being devoured by fish and all manner of things. It's quite...
So it is
quite
dead.
well, yes, it hasn't gotten up and walked away. It's very much dead. It's creating its own ecosystem as we speak.
And what about the others?
Which others? There were hundreds of people affected by the crab fall.
But there were 2 with me.
Ah,
A human and another. One who played an instrument.
you're talking about the ones who are wrapped in that web spell of yours?
Yes, they should have been.
They were. The spell nearly drowned them. They weren't able to escape, but, well, it was a clever piece of spell work all the same. Yes, we found you some miles away from here on a hilltop. And we collected you and brought you here. That was some months ago. Ever since then,
Months.
months. Your ears are working. I was starting to worry. Anyway, months ago, we cared for you as long as we could, but, well, you were quite taxing. And then many of the local lords and ladies pulled together a fund to help those of us who are so destitute. House Achium has sponsored this village and its survivors, and currently is paying for your treatment and your meals. By the way, nearly all of you is broken. I'm surprised you even can cast magic, how shattered everything was inside of you.
And Tolman will look around. And what magic is this? These scrolls.
Most of it is, well, gibberish. But some of it's very useful. I have had to wrap you around in various effects trying to keep your magic inside of you. It's been trying to escape ever since we brought you here. But you do have all of your functions. With that, she begins slowly removing some of the scrolls that are draped over you. I'm curious, do you think you can keep yourself together now?
Well, I guess there's only one way to find out.
Good. It's been a mix of illusions running about. You cast a fireball at a pigeon in your sleep 6 weeks ago. The town is still talking about it.
Well, I'm terribly sorry for the extra trouble.
It's alright, you didn't hurt anyone. We were more afraid you were going to hurt yourself. Takes a few minutes.
Well, as long as the others...
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say...
Go ahead.
Yeah, she's just going to start unwrapping you. It's going to take a few minutes to unwrap you. So thorough is her mummification, but during that time you have plenty of, time for conversation.
Tolman was just going to say, well, as long as the others are okay. What happens to me? Well, I've seen worse.
Oh, I bet you have. As for what's happening to you, now that you're able to hopefully move on your own, we will release you into the world where you can hopefully find your family. Do you have family?
I do.
Excellent. Where
Family and now friends.
Ah. Well, if you have family, I hope they weren't in Brindlewood.
Just to the north of Brindlewood.
Then you might need to check up on them. The crab fall created quite the tsunami. Brindlewood was very close, you see. It bore the brunt of it. Perched as it is on the rivers next to the ocean, most of it is gone.
You might actually know. Does House Cross still stand?
House Cross stood briefly. Apparently, after the tsunami, some gossip came about, and House Cross and House Grey began feuding. Something about the youngest owlet having elf ears. The lady was called into question, the Lady Grey. Legal matters were taken, and as far as I know, House Cross did not survive. At least not as a house. I don't know if the individuals are alive or not, but House Cross has no nobility, no title anymore. No holdings.
Do you know if any have been seen?
I've been mostly in this village, in the surrounding areas. I just have the gossip. I have not seen anything. You might.
Thank you.
By the way, if your friends are who I think they are, they'll be down the hall. We tried to keep everyone together, just in case, for this reason. Try to stand.
Aye.
She watches you for like a little bit. After a while, after she realizes that you can stand on your own, she hands you a crutch just in case. Take this. Also, I will ask the little rabbits to return your books. They've been borrowing them, despite how many times we've emphasized that it is your books, not theirs. We'll see to it you get your belongings back. But I must say, they really do like your book of stories. They read from them every night.
The book of what?
Oh yes, your book of bedtime stories.
Bedtime stories. Are you talking about the heavy one, the large one?
Oh, it's got quite a bit of stories. Seems like every time one of the children wants to hear a story, they open it up and find exactly what they want. It's strange, but I've seen stranger.
Fascinating.
Anyway, they're down the hall. I will tell.
Thank you.
I will send a letter to your librarians and tell them that you've recovered. Good day.
How do you know of the librarians?
She turns to you. It was well known that House Cross had a young librarian. You're asking about them, and you seem to have an emotional tie. I assumed you have the elf ears, just like the owlet did. Was I wrong? You can make an insight check if you'd like. Well, if there's anything else, I'm sure your friends will enjoy your company.
Again, thank you for everything.
No problem. I'm just glad you're okay.
And I'm gonna go and look for Silver String and Will.
As you open your door and look outside, you can see Silverstring standing before Will's door. The door having clearly just been opened, everybody's having that Spider-Man moment where everyone's kind of looking at everyone, just like, ah! And then Silverstring does need a moment to get back, but you can feel free to continue.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. I didn't know if we were actually gonna make it. And he'll kind of hobble over and give him a hug.
Well, I mean, we survived. That's all we could have asked for.
Oh,
I'm not sure how much adventuring I have left.
I have to say neither, but unfortunately, this seems to keep coming to us. This parasite seems to be spreading, from what I've heard.
Sounds like we need to finish the job.
Yeah,
If it
and
can be finished.
I'm not sure if you know this, but my family is funding our recovery.
I thought the name Achian sounded familiar.
Well, that's likely bad news.
Well, there's more drama between my house and House Grey.
Oh,
And from what it sounds like, my family's either been disbanded or executed.
I'm sorry.
Don't. Terrible to hear. Perhaps they've survived?
One can only hope. Otherwise, from one death to another.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
So what do you think? Are you two fit to finish this? Or should we wait a little longer?
We wait, the more it spreads, right?
Yeah, the more difficult it gets.
Seems to be.
Whether we're ready or not, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And out of the fryer and into the fire.
Debbie, if you have a note for a guy named Ziggy.
Think I have any notes?
Doesn't sound familiar.
I mean, for that matter, I don't know where my clothes are. All I've got is
Ah.
this bandages.
Mm.
From what I
Neighbors.
heard, the kids thought our stuff was fun to play with.
Oh, good. Did they find the Magna Libre? That would make for a fun time, I suppose.
Someone said something about it, but it was different. They think it's a book of bedtime stories, and it opened for them.
Suppose in some perspective it could be. Or maybe it's illusion.
Race. I mean, it is a
Why do I
book of
feel
stories,
like
yeah?
why do I feel like on one hand that's the least of our worries, and on the other hand that's gonna become the greatest of our worries at some point?
Well, if I'm honest, nothing has gone the way that I thought it would.
Where did you wish we would be right now?
With a book retrieved, a mission complete, and further orders from Cone.
Full optimistic. I would certainly be dead long before now.
And yet neither of those things be true. We find ourselves in a unhappy medium.
I thought the greatest challenge that I would ever face was on that hilltop.
And yet here we are.
Small
Fighting
thing
space
looking back,
crabs.
yeah?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how's our little deity doing? Our little godling.
Clue.
I'll look for it because Will had pushed it into my hands. Do I have it on me?
If you still have it, yeah. If you wouldn't have it, no one would have taken it from you.
Okay, I still have it, yeah. It is here.
You reach out.
I'm gonna spend a moment checking it, yeah.
You reach out. That familiar feeling bathing you in warm, reassuring light. Cracks have formed along the worn holy symbol. But that doesn't startle you. There's almost something reassuring of it, like an egg about to hatch. or about a cocoon about to give birth to something other.
It seems like it's growing.
Will.
I'll share with everybody else. Yeah.
Will, do you reach out for that
Yes.
familiar feeling of the deity?
Yes, he would.
You reach out and you feel that comforting presence that you've clung to more than perhaps any other person in your group. And as you're wrapped in that pleasantness, you find yourself wrapped in something else as well. What is your strength?
It's 16.
What is your constitution?
It is 14.
Your constitution is now 16. As a familiar blue feeling wraps itself around you, you can feel your flesh mold to your whims. Mechanically, you are now an aberrant horror from Grim Hollow. As
Idea what that is?
what's that?
I said I have no idea what that is.
I will give you all the relevant information. But essentially,
All right.
you have been infected by the blue.
Oh no.
How does Will respond to this? It's clear. You have full control of yourself. No, nothing is controlling you. But you can feel that power writhing just beneath your skin, and you know you can call upon it if you need to.
Oh. I think he would keep quiet about it. Yeah, best you hold on to this for the time being, Silver String. Uh, yeah, just keep it safe.
Strange. You've been the protective one, but
Oh, right.
suppose it's my turn.
Well, I haven't done the greatest of jobs. You seem to be quite the survivor. So, maybe it's best if you hang on to it. Avoid it being lost.
Running from family for a long time. What are we going to do? What is our next step? We've got a bunch of loose threads now between cross family. Who the hell knows what's happening with Cone? This Ziggy fella, the blue, my family, the nearly hatching godling. A lot of ways we could do things.
Aye.
I think you're right, though, Tolman, that the most pressing was finishing off the blue. Even if
We
the
need to rid ourselves of this infection.
crab's dead, the parasite's still around.
We don't want to see the rest of the world infected.
No, let's not turn our world into that astral hellscape.
Well, then, if you two are fit to travel, let's try and finish this.
Never better.
Wait, made it all the way down the hole to your room? What's a little farther? I need to find my things.
Same.
One step in front of the other. As always.
I'll meet you back here. And he'll stumble off to his room to recover his whatever remains of his equipment.
I'll go into the hall and try to wave over a rabbit.
As for what remains of your equipment, it's essentially mostly just like your important items. Obviously, Gervison isn't there. You lost Gervison during the crab incident. But
Yep.
I don't think anybody else really had lost anything or was separated from anything.
No.
One of the little hoppy children just kind of hop over to you. This one wearing a simple brown coat with just the furriest rabbit ears you've ever experienced. Hey. Hi. What can I do for you? You need something?
I still don't know what I look like. But I've got an idea of like, things have changed. But I'll try to flash a quick smile and lean down to the bunny, try to get on his height, their height, and be like, have you heard of a man named Ziggy? Or a person. I'm not really sure who they are.
Oh, you want Ziggy? I've never met a Ziggy. It's an interesting name. Wonder what it's short for. Are you sure it's not short for something?
It is short for something. Absolutely.
Oh, then what?
Can I insight check this guy?
Absolutely.
Okay. Not that I'm very good at insight, but fuck it. No, I did pretty good.
Person is honestly like, even though they're like a little weird about it, they don't know a Ziggy, but they
Yeah.
know a name like that's got to be short for something.
Oh, okay. But it's not ringing any clues for them necessarily.
No, they're it's mostly curious.
All right. I'll flip open the note and point to the Zigglekar La Shorks Key and R-E. And that's the best I can do with that name.
All
May
right.
the Schwartz be with
Go and give me a performance check.
Okay. Hell yeah.
As you
DC 25.
as you say the name the best you can, words fail to form in your throat, and instead a musical note instead rings through it. You're unable to determine the meaning of the name, but you are able to pronounce it through sweet music. As while you're staring up at this rabbit,
Fantastic.
its face becomes blank, losing all features, just a bit of flesh. As that faceless, demonic face of the Angeka, whose name you just spoke, stares back at you. The rabbit that now bears the face, head tilting just a little bit. In question.
Oh.
Yeah, the head tilts in question, questioningly.
So am I talking to Ziggy right now, or am I talking to the rabbit?
The
Or both.
faceless rabbit reaches into his pouch, and then a pocket, and then another pocket, as if looking for something, before finally coming out with just a small, stubby little knife that, after only a brief second of hesitation, plunges into its own face and carves a rough, flapping
Oh no.
mouth for itself. Before
Okay.
the sing-song dulcet tones of the Anyaka ring through the air. You still don't speak Abyssal, I don't believe. What languages do you speak?
Nope. Common and Elvish.
And the words that wash over you are first musical in a deep tribal way. It's reminiscent of the beating of drums, the force of a rock slide. And then that sound twists into something more reminiscent of a sunny day. Light escapes from this toothless void of a mouth the Anyaka has carved from itself. And everywhere that music that calls beyond time springs up as she twiddles hands that have far too many fingers, or far too few fingers. Somewhere down the hall, Tolman can hear the sound of Celestial being spoken, but does not understand the context of the exact words. But it is very distinguishable from most other languages. There is one thing the Anyaka is able to get across to your, in this case, ignorant mind, before the presence fades from the rabbit. That is gratitude for freeing her, even if that was not necessarily your intention. With Cork Bottle Island unstopped, the Anyaka was free. And that, as a reward for that service, you have been given the Anyaka's name to call upon her to return the favor.
Okay. I'm glad you were able to be freed. Now you can seek your vengeance and claim your face again.
And with that, the little rabbit Anyaka reaches up and gently pats your cheek before the face suddenly reappears. The young rabbit man looking up at you, confused at such a familiar gesture, completely, pulls his hand back. That was weird. I don't know why I did that. What were we talking about? Oh yes, Ziggy. No, I'm not familiar with the name Ziggy. What was it short for?
No matter, thank you. I appreciate your assistance. Short for Stardust.
Oh, interesting. Well, if there's anything else I can do for you, let me know. Real quick, above table. I created this name 6 weeks ago, and you motherfuckers happened to put a gif of Ziggy Stardust. So of course it's gonna have the... Of course, since it starts with ZGL, the short would of course be Ziggy, right? Like... and she's a musician, it works.
Absolutely. I was like, did he do that on purpose? Because it's so good.
Technically, I didn't have a name for the Anyaka. I had a name for a pirate crew I wasn't able to introduce that was supposed to be a floating crystal that pulsed as it spoke, and that was the name. But I stole that for the Anyaka's name like 3 weeks ago, and then this happened.
Hey, still, that's awesome though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, so You have your items returned to you. You're gathered up once more. Do you make your way down to the beach to purge the blue once and for all?
First order of business, guys? I think so.
Oh, yes.
As long as we were able to get a long rest.
You do
After
wake
11
up with
weeks,
the
I hope
full
so.
with the full properties of a long rest completed. We're not going to do this. The blue is extremely weakened, considering everything you've done. So you find yourself, after a few hours, standing on a beach that's far larger than you remember it, looking at the tips of crab legs still sticking out. The blood no longer spills from it in waterfalls, but there is a aura of it in the water, though not nearly as large or impressive as it was in the Astral Sea. It doesn't take you much to find a boat, either someone willing to row you out there or a boat you're able to commandeer. And before you know it, you find yourself sitting on the gently rocking waters, surrounded everywhere by pillars of crab legs in a circle around you. You know you're in the middle of this miles-wide crab. And if there's anywhere the blue is going to originate, this would be the place. William.
Yes.
Give me a charisma check, please. With advantage.
All right. Check. Okay, so that's shift.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to give him inspiration?
Should be alt, and you're rolling privately.
Oh, oops.
That's why I was asking. Did you want to give him inspiration?
Bardic inspiration, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I didn't want to tell you what it was.
Oh.
All right. You'll get 13 temp HP.
In the boat.
Well, yeah.
Will, in the boat. You can feel it beneath you. A small spark of what was once the great parasite, the blue. The magic mostly gone from it. Just a few bits of infected creature struggling to survive in an alien world after millennia of adapting itself to its old one. You can snuff them out with a thought. You're not possessed by the blue. You are the blue. In its weakened state, whatever hive mind it had has been shattered. And only you and these few pathetic fish remain. The great will behind it is now yours. Make of it what you will. You can discard it as if it were a finger.
Will's face will twist horribly with rage and just seething hatred for what's been done to him, like the infection the blue has put on him. And he'll just reach out with the force of will and his connection to those creatures, and just crush the life from them to destroy them, just snuff them out of existence.
And just like that, with but a thought, you're the only one that remains, and your will is your own. The blue in the water is his blood.
could kill. If I had it in me to kill them all again, I would. Vile, disgusting, worthless creatures. Hideous, parasitic vermin. I don't have to worry about them anymore. I think the blue is finished. Or at least I pray that it is.
You finished what Gervison could not.
I guess the old bastard got what he wanted in the end. Recharging the medallion for some reason, are you?
No, it just happens in a long rest.
Oh, okay. I wish him all. I wish him well. Perhaps he can rest now.
Back to shore, I suppose. That was...
I don't think that anything good can come of that. Of
I suppose Gervison
that
was
weapon.
able to injure it. Which weapon? Gervison's?
Ah,
Ah,
the spear.
we should recover it, though. It tried to consume you. What if it consumed somebody else?
Best it sleeps at the bottom of the sea.
If it wasn't washed somewhere, yes. Maybe it's still inside the crab.
We can
They
hope
lay
so.
and piece together Gervison and his bane.
Up above table, that the spear's probably too powerful for us to have as a group. So I am definitely letting it go.
Yeah, that's fine. I was willing to sacrifice it too, so. Tis what tis. Well, one on a list of many things that we need to accomplish done.
Hey.
Does anyone have the spell to contact Cone?
Don't look at me.
Hmm.
My magic's nowhere near that powerful.
Were there any spellcasters in the rabbit village?
Besides you three, they weren't advertising. It's a pretty small village.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't really ask, but if you take some time to ask around, they have just a couple like local wise people, but that's going to be like mid to low level. It's not going to be anybody great.
Yeah, I was more referring to whoever the heck was talking to Tolmond and wrapping him in spell scrolls.
That you would have to, you'd have to ask that person for sure.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "Hey, Tolmond, hey," because technically I don't know about that guy, do I?
No, you never met him.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, there was the older person that took care of me, but I don't know how adept at magic they actually are. They had random scrolls everywhere. They were able to help me recover, but unknown. Could always try. It's worth a shot.
We can at least talk to them, see what they're able to accomplish.
Is it just the three of us? Were there no other survivors?
There's plenty of survivors if you talk to the rabbits, but survivors from the crab.
From the
I
crab, yes.
suppose.
None of you have said anything. So I can only assume that it's just the three of us now.
At least it's not the Merblood Flowers food.
There are worse ways to go.
Mm-hmm. Let's find the person you were talking to, Tolmond. Did they say what they were called? Who they were?
Did I get a name?
I don't think you did.
Crap.
Surely they're around.
Just a few hours to return to the village. Walking through those deep,
Yep.
sandy beaches onto hills that haven't recovered from the devastation of the tsunami. Through a village of buildings that were clearly like renovated or hastily put up, but they were designed to be so. Once more, you find yourself in the large rabbit's home, looking at the tall, thin woman as she sits on a rocking chair in the corner of the room, gazing at a large bit of parchment that spills onto her lap and rolls off onto the floor beyond, before settling underneath a thick, heavy wooden set of drawers. You were gone for a while. Are you holding up? More of you. 3. Well, we only have the one bed. I'm afraid you'll have to share it.
Be the first time I've slept on the floor.
What? Oh, we're not here for a bed. Do you know the person who was taking care of this man? I'll point to Tolmond.
Yes, the tall, skinny woman that wrapped him, mummified him in scrolls. That would be me, yes.
Oh, sorry. Apologies.
No, it's okay.
Um,
I get it a lot. I'm forgetful. Someone perhaps
is it
call me
possible?
Sidorio.
What was that, sorry?
It was, some would perhaps even call me Sidorio.
My brain ain't understanding, but okay. Is it possible for you to cast spells?
I can. And cast quite a few of them. Why?
We are trying to seek communication with a friend. We haven't been able to talk to him in a long while. And we've been disposed of, clearly, for some time. We need to catch up with the going-ons of the world besides the crab.
Well, alright. Does your friend have a name?
Yes, astrologer. Or wait, would I be? Do I remember if astrologers were looked at with suspicion or not?
So astrologers are usually
They
looked at
take.
with respect, for sure.
With respect, okay.
However, you do remember that you and Astrologer Cone were definitely wanted last time you were here.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'm gonna say it. Astrologer Cone.
She looks at you strangely, head tilting to the side. Astrologer Cone, you know an astrologer. And one whose name sounds familiar. Real quick.
Likes to made his home in these parts, it seems. Haha.
No, the last I heard about an astrologer cone. She begins trying to think about where she'd heard such a name, and she's not coming up with anything. Honestly, I can't say I know the man. Why?
We were wondering if perhaps you could send a message to him magically.
Of course. I usually charge for this sort of service. And I can't guarantee it'll be the the astrologer cone that you're seeking if there are multiple people with the same name. Could you have a description of the gentleman?
Likely. Well, you can absolutely charge House Akium whatever price you deem fit.
I don't suppose either of you two
Uh,
can conjure up an image of him, can you?
I may be able to. Bwop, as I will conjure up a static image of Cone, the turtle.
This ancient turtle, like covered in mussels and clams and other
Yeah,
shellfish.
barnacles.
Long beard with like kelp woven into it, and just this complete mess of a turtle. Well, he certainly looks striking, doesn't he? All right. Yes. What?
Is,
Write down your message, and I will send it to him for sure.
Oh golly. Give me a second, because it's 25 words, right?
It is, yeah. Meanwhile, Tolman looks like he's been through some shit, because he's been through some shit.
Yeah.
can you write there, Silverstring? Or should we have Tolman do it for you?
Trying to write. We are back. Where are you? What has happened in the months we've been away? Is there anything else you guys would like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15.
Did you ask where he was?
Yeah.
Right. How are you? Where are you? What's happened?
Yeah, I'll just post.
You could tell him we're lost in the ethereal plane. I think we know where we were.
Astral.
Best to tell him.
Astral plane.
Astral plane. Yeah, best to tell him that in person, I think.
Right.
Knowing him, he's an astrologer, he probably already knows. Are we good with those 15 words? Maybe add sorry at the end of it?
Pretty much.
uh,
I think that gets across what we want.
Hope you're okay.
Should we come to you?
okay, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. There we go.
Love Silverstring.
Ka-chow.
XO.
Gossip girl. Okay.
Alright, so we are back. Where are you? What has happened in the months we've been away? Sorry. Hope you're okay. Shall we come to you? And so you watch as this strange woman begins to cast a spell. For those of you with Arcana, I'm not going to make you roll it. She's very clearly casting the spell as intended, weaving strands of magic through fingers as if she was born to it before sending it out into the world. Instants slowly blend to seconds as you eagerly await a reply. And then the minutes drag. And then they combine. And then after several minutes, the woman shakes her head. I'm not getting a reply.
Like that the message is not going through.
Either the person you're sending the message to is indisposed in ways that would prevent the spell. For those of you who are familiar with it, anything can block the spell. Magical silence can. Several feet of stone, most likely lead, can block the transmission, but it would have to be something tailored to divination. Or your target is dead, or unwilling to answer.
Could be a number of those things, honestly. Unfortunate.
It would require further divinations to dig more answers from the air, I'm afraid. Right now, it's keeping its secrets.
All right. Arc 2, The Search for Corn.
Meanwhile,
awesome.
in the distance, you hear the hopping sounds of a nearby rabbit. Oh, Cass, I'm so glad you're here. We've been looking for you. Someone wants to meet you. Follow me. Then immediately, before you have a chance to turn, immediately turns and begins hopping away.
Jeez.
I suppose.
Should we see if this place has a back door?
I suppose. Back door, why?
Do we want to meet this mysterious person?
Well, I mean, unless it's Silver String's parents, I think we're okay.
Well, they are footing the bill, aren't they?
Well, that's true.
Well, we may as well. I don't see any other leads.
Perhaps the turtles have come home to roost.
I mean, it can't get too much worse, right?
I don't think I'd say that.
We've stopped a astral plague from ruining our world. That's pretty good. In one sense.
I've already died basically twice. How much worse can it get?
Yeah, exactly. Fuck it. Well, you haven't. You're still with us. That is something.
Right.
Why is everyone getting so pessimistic all of a sudden?
I'm basically playing a zealot barbarian. That's why.
Well, we haven't been on a great run recently, Silver String.
It's been a little rough.
You guys are being buzzkills. We've got a little godling, as said. We've destroyed an astral plague and survived to tell the tale.
Well,
Count our blessings where we have them.
I mean, when you put it like that.
And to boot, Will looks like he's going to burp up a tentacle at any point, which is kind of interesting. Let's go after that rabbit.
All right, Crispy. Let's go meet your parents.
And with our
It's good that I
heroes,
look as bad as I feel.
freshly healed, and some with scars, physical, others with scars more mental, they make their way out of the rabbit house to meet whoever awaits them. And that's where we'll end our session.